I'm joking with you.
Okay.
I'm joking with
All
you.
right. All right. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I am your host, H. Timbers, and I am here today with episode 8 of the Root Beer and Digivices podcast. And I'm here with Davo, Swaggy, and special guest, Psi-Agent, aka.
Excuse me? It says Mr. Bear. Get it right?
Oh, well, I'm
How dare you?
sorry,
I was
Papa
joking.
Bear.
Okay, sorry.
Okay, I was about to say, well, I'm sorry for that, Papa Bear.
All right, everyone that's watching this, I just want to let you know that I'm being forced against my will to be on here. So,
Yeah.
Oh boy, we're in for a long one today.
yeah. So if anyone's listening, please save me. I'll give you my address, name, and everything. He hasn't feed me in 3 weeks. He beats me.
Really?
He forces you to watch repeats of Digimon.
I just fed you some milk. Here's your milky and your cookies, Santa Claus.
I'm sorry, that milk was two days old, and the cookies there weren't cookies. There was just pictures of cookies.
It's only October.
At least you got fiber. Okay.
Did I mention that the cookies is filled with lead?
Oh boy.
Well, are they lead or paper?
Lead poisoning. There you go. All right, what the hell is my case?
Yeah. But anyways,
Look, can we just all agree that Pokemon's better than Digimon?
hell no. Especially not with the how successful Time Stranger's been, the newest game.
But I don't play
right.
those games.
Can we start now?
Yeah. I thought we already did start, but all right.
Yeah, we already did start.
We're already 2 minutes in, buddy.
Yeah, we're 2 minutes in, and already this is going south.
And we're already off topic, so let's get on topic.
Yeah, so how about we to start things out, we share our best experiences and memories with LBP. And then like maybe down the line we'll talk about how we got into it in the first place.
And then talk about politics. No, I'm joking.
Politics. Okay, sure.
Nah.
Sure.
Oh
Nah.
boy.
Yeah, well, fine. We'll talk about LBP, Little Big Planet politics. All right, there you go.
Yeah, well, one of the things I used to love doing in LBP back day was I remember playing this one level by this guy named D129 who goes by Swift029 as of like 2014, playing his little Sackbot raid level and just basically reenacting Dynasty Warriors battles straight up.
Yeah, I've never played any of his levels.
Yeah,
I
but
was
they
more
were
of-
really
I never heard of this person.
yeah, they were really good levels back then. Kind of sad that they were deleted back in like 2019 because they were good.
I
also remember when I would role play with my friends and whatnot, and one of my favorite role play levels was Craftful Capital City. I'd always be like the computer store worker at the computer store. The level in question was Craftful Capital City V3 by GameFan2501. If y'all remember him or know him.
Wait, what was his name again?
GameFan2501.
I don't think I remember that person, to be honest.
I do
Well,
not
he
recall.
was well known for his RPG levels, and he was one of the last people to reach 100,000 hearts.
Yeah, I'm trying to, because the only people I hanged out with back on Little Big Planet was, like MGS Sean.
Yeah.
Yeah, who else? Munchie598, Emily.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember a few others. King Winsler, if you remember him.
Yeah. I also remember Sean because I've messaged him quite a few times back in like 2019. Yeah.
Yeah, I got a Little Big Planet when it first came out, the very first game.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so I've been around since the beginning.
Yeah. like, no joke. Not only do I have the platinum for all the Little Big Planet games, but I also have like all of the miscellaneous trophies as well for all of the games.
I think the only platinum I have for Little Big Planet is probably just 2.
Oh.
Yeah, I think I'm like 1 or 2 trophies off for 1. I don't even know how you get that anymore these days, sadly.
Was it one of the DLC trophies or one of the online?
No, it's just like it was an online trophy where you had to have like I think about 50 hearts or something like that on a level.
Oh,
Yeah,
LBP level, yeah.
yeah. So that I could never get that one ever.
I got that one about like I think 2014 or 2015 when I made this level called Lubu's Horse Race. It got like over 1,000 plays. It was my most played level, not only on Little Big Planet 1, but also Little Big Planet 2.
Yeah, for me, I didn't get popular until Little Big Planet 2 with my first film called How to Start the School Year Right Part 1. I was gonna make a second one, but I got lazy, alright? Like most Little Big Planet creators do.
Yeah. I've always wanted to make a film, but I never got around to making one.
I was never good with any of the with any of the microchip stuff in the game.
Same.
Like,
I just pretty much.
Yeah, no, see, like when it came to like the logic in that game, I was like basic good. Right? I was like just basic good. And I had help from, like people like, MGS Sean and a few other people. But the one thing I was good at was my house designs, if you've ever seen any of them.
I think I've seen like a couple though.
Okay, yeah, so mine, like if you see, like if I show you a picture of a house I did on Little Big Planet 2 and then move over to Little Big Planet 3, you would notice the difference by a lot. A lot.
Yeah.
Where the houses I made look realistic.
The amount of layers you used or something? Or
well, I mean, back on Little Big Planet 2, as I was getting better with house designs, I would also use the the layer glitch that they used to have, if you remember it.
Yeah, I remember.
I remember seeing some levels used it, but I never knew how to properly do it.
Yeah, because actually that was another person that helped me. Sugar Plums. I'm trying to remember his name. God, it's another Little Big Planet creator. He was also good too, of course, until certain things happened with him.
Wait,
Disarm Pro. There we go. You guys remember that guy, Disarm Pro?
I remember you mentioning. I do remember him.
Yeah. No,
I am out of the picture. I do not recall.
Okay, no, he was one of the best Little Big Planet creators on there. I mean, the best. He even you guys played Uncharted 4, right?
Yeah, I actually played the game when it came out.
Yeah.
No,
Oh, sorry.
I have not yet played Uncharted 4. I only played like one of the collections just to at least unlock one of the things in Jack X Combat Racing on PS4.
All right. But
it was a Daxter Mobile to unlock that.
Yeah, but he basically recreated a trailer from Uncharted 4 using Little Big Planet 3.
Nice.
And it was so good that like gaming outlets picked up on. Even Sony got Sony's attention on it.
Wow.
Like he was supposed to work with Millie Molecule because again he was so skilled on that game, but then certain things happen. I don't know if I'm allowed to talk to about it on here.
I mean, you can if you want. I mean,
well, it depends. It's like is there a certain thing we could talk because it involves in stuff.
Probably DM Timbers, just in case.
No, okay. I was gonna say I just said it. It involved in pedophile stuff. Yeah. He did some questionable things that I've always lost respect for him because like he was such a talented creator. He had his whole life ahead of him, and he does something stupid like this.
Yeah.
Which,
disgusting, if you ask me.
Yeah, which pisses me off, and a lot of friends also were pissed off at him.
Plus, I mean, I'm not going to really have like a problem with you saying about anything about that stuff because
I just want to be careful what I say. That's all.
I know.
True.
But aren't you going to like mention a certain someone in an and something that they said about one of your friends who gave them a PS4.
Oh, you're talking about Emery. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, that her. We called her. One of our friends just decided to call her Bill. We called her the evil Bill. Yeah, that was a joke. So basically, I met Emery around when I was still on Little Big Planet 2, right? And this is when she was still friends with Sean, Trevor, and Cora, right? You know the Fabulous Four.
Yeah.
And the thing is, Fabulous Four was originally Sean and Trevor's idea.
Oh.
That was their idea. She comes along and she kind of took over the project and input her ideas in it. That's why I only got 4 episodes. I mean, not 4. I only got 2 episodes. There was going to be another episode, but
yeah,
things happen. So the whole PS4 thing now, me and Trevor were nice enough because this is by the time when Little Big Planet 3 came out, and most of us had already moved over to PlayStation 4. She couldn't get a PlayStation 4 because, again, finance problems. And, that's about. I'm going to leave it there. So
what about the PS3 port? Oh wait, I forgot. There wasn't. Oh wait, I forgot. There wasn't any crossplay between PS3 and PS4. Never mind.
No, there was. There was. I'll even get into that in a minute. So we felt that PlayStation 3 and 4 actually had like a cross thing, kinda. Like crossplay wasn't even no, not crossplay, but you could transfer stuff between the PS3 to the PS4.
Okay, that I knew, but like
like
PS3 playing with PS4 players.
Oh no, okay, yeah, you're right. There wasn't that, but I will explain why Little Big Planet 3 failed. So, like I said, me and Trevor felt bad for her, and things. Trevor knew her longer than me, so I was nice enough to pitch it. I gave about $200+ to her to buy her PS4, right?
Yeah.
So you got a PS4. Then around Christmas time, I bought her GTA 5 because at that time everyone started migrating away from Little Big Planet for a little bit because Little Big Planet 3 was kind of getting dry at the moment for us. So everyone was playing GTA 5, and then that's when the relationship went downhill. See, Bill was the type of person where if you don't agree with her just once, she would literally throw you to the side and basically talk shit about you, saying, "Oh, he's a terrible person," blah blah blah. And it's like, okay, because she started having problems with Trevor.
And
then
what kind of friend is that?
Yeah, she was just a horrible. She even made us we even she made us go against other people that we knew and stuff. Yeah, so like long story short, she was just a piece of shit person. Like I'll even go a step further. She even went as far as trying to convince everyone that Trevor was a pedophile.
Wow.
And the thing is, everyone told her to shut up, Emery, because we know you're bullshitting us. Right? And what really makes it ironic, even Disarm Pro, this is before the whole thing with Disarm Pro happened until we found what kind of person he was. Even he said, yeah, Emery, you have no proof that he did any of this. What's the real the ironic part about it, about a Disarm Pro? Him saying that. Meanwhile, about a year later, we found out he was a pedo. Okay. Yep. Surprise, surprise. But yeah, so and the thing is, they started friendships were destroyed, especially between Sean and Trevor, because Sean ended up taking her side over Trevor's side. And keep in mind, Sean and Trevor knew each other longer than her.
Yeah.
So Sean took her side, and then as time went on, Sean finally pulled his head out of his ass and realized, like, oh shit, I fucked up. Everyone was right about her this whole time. Yeah. But after that, we honestly just forgot about her.
Yeah.
I mean, unless you still know that whole meme, the whole apples and water thing.
Oh.
The what?
Oh yeah, I remember that.
See, Timber knows. What happened was our friend Emily. She drew a picture of Cora, levitating apples in the water, and Bill got pissed off about it. That over a stupid drawing, right, with apples and water. So everyone started memeing on her, making jokes about her. And Sean kind of made it into like a national holiday every beginning of the year called Apples and Water Day. Because Bill had a complete meltdown over it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, so, but not getting back to Little Big Planet 3 and why it failed, well, there's many reasons.
Yeah.
It was wrong.
No, one, put it this way. the PS3 is responsible. I'm going to be honest. It was the PS3. Its fault that it failed, and I'll even explain why. Because I had a friend that actually played the beta, right?
Yeah.
He played the beta, and you know, when I asked him, it's like, "How was the beta?" He said it was good, but he said the game has to be delayed. It has so many problems. And I said, "Well, what's one of the problems?" Well, if you import a Little Big Planet 2 level to 3, the game will crash, right? And on top of that, with more bugs and everything, right? So, okay. Then, you know, a week later, when the game finally came out, and I tested it, guess what happened? I imported a Little Big Planet 2 level. It crashed the game.
It never got fixed.
No, but see, the problem was, like I said, it was the PS3 that held it back.
Yeah.
You gotta you gotta understand. You see the PS3?
Yeah.
The PS3 had a very different design to it, right?
Yeah.
Like a lot of developers did not like the PS3.
Yeah.
Because it was coded differently. Because you know the cell processors. Sony tried to like, you know, say, oh, we made like a unique cell processor that, you know, makes games look extra. Don't worry, games did look amazing on the PS3, right? Look, fantastic.
Didn't all the games in the trilogy run on an engine or something, so that way all the levels could work?
Yeah.
And also the engine in question was very old.
Well, no, yeah, but like I say, I'm saying like PlayStation games in general, like, you know, like the exclusive ones. If you look at games like Uncharted, Heavenly Sword, Metal Gear Solid 4, and all that, the games look fantastic.
Yeah.
It was the fact that the design of the system was different, that a lot of third-party developers did not like working on, because they would basically have to make the same game from the ground up with a different coding. So I'll give you a great example. Let's take Bayonetta. You guys play Bayonetta, right?
I have not played Bayonetta. The only thing about Bayonetta I know is Bayonetta in Smash Bros. That's it.
Okay, so Bayonetta came out for the 360 and PS3, right?
Yeah.
And guess which version ran like shit?
PS3.
PS3. It had so many problems. I'll give you another good game, an example. Skyrim. Now everyone knows Skyrim, right?
Oh man, my brother played the heck out of Skyrim.
Yeah, Skyrim ran like shit on PS3.
I know another one that ran like shit on PS3.
What would that be?
Sonic 06.
Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, you're 100% right. Because again, it's because of the design of the PS3. It was different from the Xbox 360. See, developers had no problem making, like, third-party developers had no problem making games on the 360, right? Yeah. But when it came to like the PS3, you know, like take Call of Duty for instance as well, they would literally have to make the same game twice but in different coding. Now, going back to Little Big Planet 3 now. The reason why I say that game held it back, because one, at the time when that game did come out, not everyone had a PS4, right?
Yeah, I was one of those people.
No.
So people didn't have a PS4 to play Little Big Planet 3, right?
Yeah.
And the fact that I think the coding for the Little Big Planet 3 was different than the PS4 one. Like, both of them were different codings, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Now the other problem with it is that PlayStation 3 has this other problem. The other problem was the fact that it was easy to hack on the PlayStation 3, like mod and everything.
Yeah.
So again,
I mean the PS3 did come out. The PS3 did come out in 2006. So
yeah,
it'd be no surprise that the PS3 would have.
Yeah, because like
the PS3's code would then be cracked open, especially with how old the engine LBP was.
Yeah, so if you play like any online game now on the PS3, like I don't know, like GTA 4 or whatever, it is fucking hacked to hell.
Yep.
And that's why it actually affected Little Big Planet 3 in general because of that. See, if they never made Little Big Planet 3 for the PS3 and it just mostly focused on 4, yes, sales wise, it probably wouldn't be that good for a while until, you know, it picks up. But Little Big Planet 3 would still be out. It would still be working.
I mean, Little Big Planet 3 is actually the highest selling Little Big Planet game, even more so than 2 and even 1.
Well, you gotta understand, it was sold on 2 different platforms.
I do recall seeing 3 getting the greatest hits little thingy on the box art.
Well, that goes for like every game, you know. If you look at the Ratchet and Clank remake, that got greatest hits. But the point is, like I'm saying, is that if they had just focused on Little Big Planet 3 on PS4, I'm pretty sure the server will still be up to this day.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be riddled with all these problems that the PS3 caused. And
not to forget. Sorry.
Sorry. But yeah,
you go ahead.
That's okay. Well, I was gonna say like that's another thing I feel like I should definitely talk about here is with Little Big Planet shutting down and whatnot. Like, cause I still remember when the servers had gotten like DDoS and people were freaking out about it. And, and this is around the time when I had gotten into controversy over making something in Little Big Planet games, just basically
oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
And yeah, just point characters and whatnot and shit. And I remember like numerous, at least once I've said that even if we have our differences, we need to like work together and stand up to against these people, because it should be like us versus them, not us versus each other. Because if we just go at each other instead of the actual problematic people, then we're just basically tying this fandom apart. We gotta like work together despite our differences.
Yeah. Look,
away and shit.
Look, put it this way. Put it this way. The thing that happened with you with the the quote unquote Little Big Planet porn thing. Look, that's your business. That's your business. If you had to, if that was just between you and whatever, and you kept that shit private, that's your business. As long as you weren't exposing that to children.
Hell no. Never.
And then it's whatever. I'm not gonna judge you. If it's like I said, yeah, it's weird. It's creepy. I'll admit. But let me finish. But like I said, if you weren't exposing that to children or anybody, and it was just.
But that's the thing, though. That's the thing. What I made wasn't even like real porn. It was like me putting fucking decorations like a carrot and whatnot on the.
Look. Okay, I'm gonna be real with you. Yeah. Me and my friends have done shit like that in empty, in empty levels. We just joked around and did things like that. I didn't even want as far as to say because I made a dick rocket. All right?
Yeah.
But I wasn't exposing that to children because the people I was hanging out with were my age. We were just joking around. We didn't. Yeah, no, it's like.
It's not like it was real fucking like nudity. It was literally like fucking vegetables on the body. And
yeah, shit. It's like I understand, but like I said, as long as you were not exposing, like I said, if you were doing that shit on an empty pot, put yourself, that's your business. As long as you keep that shit to yourself, that is fine. I'm not gonna. I'll just leave it at that. Yeah, like I said, it's creepy, it's weird, whatever, but it's whatever. But if you were exposed that to kids, I would have kicked you square in the balls.
Oh.
Yes, I would have done that.
I'm pretty sure you would do that regardless if I were to, per se, come to New York next year.
Oh, I'm definitely going to kick you in the balls now for,
But anyways, back to what I was saying on topic. So I'm basically saying, like, we've got to, like, get together and work together, despite our differences to rise up to this coming evil, these fucking awful fucking people. Work together to get them out of here. And of course, nobody, not a single fucking person listen to me. They want to act all pissy and whatnot and shit over me making porn fucking characters and shit. And then guess what? I ended up being fucking right. Look what the fuck happened to the franchise now. All of them had their online service shut down permanently.
Except for Sackboy: A Big Adventure.
Yeah.
No. But see, look, here's the thing. All that stupid perverted stuff, that's been around probably since Little Big Planet 1 or 2.
Yeah, but
honestly.
I was saying, literally nobody, not a single fucking person listened to me, and then I ended up being fucking right. Because look what the fuck happened. All of the games have had their online servers shut down. All of the games have had their DLC delisted, except for Sackboy: Big Adventure. Anyway,
I mean, I still have all my DLCs for that game for Little Big Planet.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you right now. I bought every DLC.
Your
sorry.
mic is cutting. Your mic is cutting out like crazy.
Can you hear me now? Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
But
So,
yeah,
like I said, I bought every DLC for that game.
Damn.
Even
We
even,
have-
even the Disney Cartoon Network and Nickelodeon stuff that
All of
was
it.
eventually delisted.
I
think
like
they had Cartoon Network stuff.
I think they did.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they did. Adventure Time. Adventure Time would be one.
There was
Adventure Time.
There was also Steven Universe.
Steven Universe.
I
Yeah,
did
no, but
that.
I have pretty much every. The only DLC I didn't get was the Day One shirt from Little Big Planet 1, but that was more of a UK exclusive because America got a different shirt.
That was UK exclusive.
Yeah, they had it was a black shirt with the I think a pink, like a dark pink tree.
No,
But that
one
was for
told me
the- Yeah, that was for the UK. The American one was more of a gold star.
But yeah, but like I was saying,
Oh wait, I thought the Gold Star was for the PSP version.
No. Actually, I don't remember that. But no, but I even have ones that were really rare, like the 7-Eleven shirt.
Oh, the Slurpee
wow.
T-shirt.
I got that one. I got I also got the one from that one episode you buy on PlayStation Network.
Oh, the Core Episode 9 or something?
Yeah, I got that shirt. Like the last DLC I finally got legit on there was the crown.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You got the
Oh,
crown
yeah.
from
Yeah, because I posted.
I also got
sorry.
the crown as well as the cap, the beta vest, and bump blast.
Yeah, I got all that too.
But yeah, but basically, yeah, all the games, literally, all of them had their servers shut down and their DLCs got delisted except for Sackboy: Big Adventure. And
Well, the reason why all the DLC was delisted because they ran out of the license ran out.
yeah,
licensing.
That-
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
but but that was like with Marvel. It got removed back in 2014 because of the DLC running out. But yeah.
well, no, that would probably be for all the DLCs pretty much at this point because again, it's just licenses an issue.
It's funny how when the Disney DLC was delisted, it was just so funny how almost all the unique costumes people made, there was always something from the Disney packs, and just like, oh, this is a cool costume. This is from a Disney pack. Darn it.
I even have one. There was one DC outfit I got, but you had to have the PSP version of it. It was I forgot what his name. I think his name was Captain Cole. Because if you looked at my Little Big Planet character, you see how I have the ice hand on mine. Have you ever seen my character?
Wait, you mean that one with the one that had like the I may be wrong, but like you mean the one like where I had like the little thing on its hand?
Yeah, basically you would have to buy the DC pack on Little Big Planet Vita, and you could actually transfer it over, or you could get like a DLC that carries over to the Little Big Planet 2/3, and that's how I got it. Yeah, so there were some DLCs if you bought it on a certain like on Vita, you could get it on the PlayStation 3 and /4.
I see.
Yeah, honestly. That was the one thing I did not like about Little Big Planet 3 was the story. The story was meh.
Yeah, literally only
if we had
4
to-
worlds. But yeah,
If we had to rank the villains of each of the games, 3's villain would be on the bottom.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
but
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
but anyways,
Here's the thing: have you ever played Little Big Planet Vita?
I
Yeah,
didn't have a
I played
PSP or a Vita, so I never
Oh, okay.
played handheld games apart from the 2 mobile games.
Okay,
yeah, but,
so- sorry.
I was gonna say, but yeah, but like servers down, DLC delisted, and I'm just sitting here like, oh well, maybe next time y'all learn.
Honestly, honestly, I really wish part of me really does wish they would make a new Little Big Planet game. Because that was the one thing. Like Little Big Planet was just such a unique game, in my opinion. It was such a unique. Like want to know what sold me that game? The Metal Gear Solid 4 crossover. Because when I was like, again, this is before Little Big Planet 1 came out. When they showed Solid things, like, oh, it actually kind of looks cool. And then when I looked more into the game, I was like, no, this game actually looks really interesting. Got it, played it, and I was like, this is a really good game. I freaking love
Wait.
it.
Wasn't the Metal Gear Solid 4 pack a thing in 3, or was that in 1?
That was it was in 1. It was Metal Gear.
But
Like,
what about that one Metal Gear Solid pack that was in 3? Was that a different one?
that was Phantom Pain. That was the Phantom Pain pack.
And Ground Zeroes.
Yeah, that was for Metal Gear Solid 4. I mean 5. Yeah. So because keep in mind when they showed Little Big Planet 1 the first time, right? They teased 2 franchises in it. Metal Gear Solid 4 and Final Fantasy 7. Now the thing with Final Fantasy 7, we didn't get that until Little Big Planet 2.
Yeah.
Which is weird, but
there was Street Fighter
1 at one point.
yeah.
So.
Oh yeah, that's right. Street Fighter. I think Street Fighter was another one.
Street Fighter was in 1.
Yeah, but like I said, what sold me was when I saw the Metal Gear Solid 1, I got the game, and then like I said, I fell in love with the game. I even got the collector's edition of 2, which I still have. Yes, I still have the plushie.
Yeah, but like, I honestly, at this point, I can definitely see Sony, not bringing back Little Big Planet, considering what's happened with it.
They've yet to bring back Sly Cooper and whatnot, so it's no brainer that these things are not coming back. I mean, sure there is the online private server community, but like, and also that fan game called Restitched or something. I don't know if that's.
I was like looking at that. I was like, that really looks cool. I really wish that came to PlayStation. Well, but no, it's for PC.
That, like, I have yet to touch that game, and honestly, I don't know if I want to.
But no, see that's the problem with Sony. They have all these franchises, right? All these known franchises, like they have like Sly Cooper, Jack and Daxter. We did get a new Ratchet and Clank game a while back.
Rift Apart.
Yeah, which was great. Don't get me wrong.
Oh, I loved Rift Apart.
Yeah.
It had some flaws, but honestly, it was way better than 2016. I'll say that for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What else? Well, you got Infamous. You got Resistance. You got Killzone. You got Parappa the Rapper. Ape Escape. They have all these IPs, right? Mm-hmm. They do nothing with them. What is it? What is it they mostly focus on? A lot. Let's be real.
Well,
The Last of Us.
Well, okay. Technically, the Jack and Daxter, Naughty Dog was technically done with the games since they did since they technically they did a trilogy, and then they did to sign off with the franchise.
Yeah, no, I understand that, but
I know there's also the PSP games, but who talks about the PSP games?
Well, let's see.
No offense to those that do talk about it. I'm just saying in general terms.
One of the PSP games was also released on the PS2.
Oh yeah, that's right. The Lost Frontier.
Okay, no. So here's the thing. The Daxter game, the standalone Daxter game, that game was actually good. Lost Frontier was kind of meh.
Yeah, but let's get back on topic. Anyways, but yeah, honestly, like, I mean, it's upsetting how Sony pretty much makes all these IPs and just dumps them and abandons them. But
that's the problem.
Yeah, but like with Little Big Planet, though, I'm not gonna lie, I could care less about it dying, considering one, the game series honestly just fell off after the release of the third game.
Right.
Let's be real here. Plus two, the fandom is just, honestly, guys, truth. The fandom is literally a dumpster fire at this point. Like, no joke, it's literally unrecognizable at this point.
Well, look here, I can counter that. If you look at any franchise in general, any franchise a dumpster fire. I mean, look at the Smash community, dumpster fire. Look at the Call of Duty community, dumpster fire. Like, any community is always going to be a dumpster fire. It isn't just like Little Big Planet.
But some
I guess. Oh, sorry.
Some are bigger fires than others. To be fair.
I guess I can say the same for for Hoyoverse games, since I do play some of the Hoyoverse games.
Yeah, but like I said, every fan community or for whatever franchise, it's always going to be a dumpster fire. It's going to be toxic, But out of all, there are good people in there. Again, like Little Big Planet, there are a lot of good people in there.
However, that ratio is again, that ratio is a lot more smaller than.
Yeah.
I don't know what I was gonna say, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, no, I get it. No, that's what I understand. But like I said, but again, like I said, every community, it's just always going to be a bunch of toxic pieces of shit in there, regardless of what franchise it is.
Yeah.
Well,
Like,
But
there's always like that one meme. There's always like the cool ones, the pretty ones, and you got the yada yada.
the emo kids? No, I was joking. God, you guys remember?
Okay. I was parroting that one, like every school's got the popular
Okay,
girls
can we-
meme.
shall we go back?
Oh, okay.
That, yeah.
all right,
No,
so-
but do
sorry,
you
go
guys
ahead.
remember all the emo outfits on Little Big Planet? All the
Oh,
like
yeah,
emo
I remember
levels?
Oh
them.
yeah. Okay. What the heck was okay? I never understood it, but like, what the heck? What the heck? Okay, what the heck was the point of those Trilly levels? I never understood those.
I don't know. It was just something somebody started and people started adding on to. I don't know, but
Like for some reason, like every time I saw Trillies, like it was always just like a weird filter in the level. Everyone always used the few metal materials, and then just like everyone had these like crazy like designs. I'm just like, what is this? I don't get it.
Yeah.
see, look, when I made outfits on that game, right? I actually made game like characters like
You're-
Mario and Luigi,
You're
Master
that
Chief.
again.
Oh, sorry. All right, sorry. I made like Mario and Luigi, Master Chief. Before they released, the Marvel pack, I also made Iron Man. I made those, but then when I came across other random players, they were all mostly just wearing emos. The one with the fucking the bone tooth in their hair and everything.
Don't get me started with all those players who always use Spider-Man's eyes as like a head accessory.
God.
Yeah. Anyways, so what's something we should talk about? How about we like share the stories of how we got into Little Big Planet? So,
Well,
who wants
I
to go
mean-
first regarding
I mean,
that?
I already said it. I told you. I got it because, like I said, it caught my attention when I saw previews of it,
Yeah.
and I got hooked.
Where at? Where'd you see?
No,
previews?
I mean, like I saw like videos online. I saw them because, like I said, when they saw like characters like Snake in Metal Gear Solid, and I was like, oh, okay. And then as I was watching more videos about it, I was like, this game actually looks good because I like the physics and everything. And then I bought the game. What's funny, it was actually close to my birthday when I bought it.
Oh, and this was back in like 2008, I believe.
Yeah.
Oh,
And I played it, and I was like, this game is really fun. And then, like I said, it just grew on me. And then when I heard Little Big Planet 2 came out, I jumped right on it.
yeah.
And again, that's when I met creators like Sean, Bunchy 598, King Winsler, Rehab,
Trevor.
yeah. Disarm Pro. Well, Disarm Pro, I didn't meet until maybe like the tail end of Little Big Planet, going into Little Big Planet 3.
I cannot
Yeah.
recall anyone. The only people I can recall LBP wise is just Epic LBP time in like
I know him. I know him too.
and like a
Yeah,
and also like Glitch Master 7. That's the only two
Yeah.
I can recall. But that's it.
Hey,
Oh, and also a technical logical.
Yeah, I remember Epic LP time because the first video that I watched of his was his part 1 video for Little Big Planet 3 when it came out.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
to be honest with you.
He did do like he oh yeah, that's right. He did do like the story mode like early on.
No. Here's a funny thing. You guys know my friend Darb, right?
I do not recall. I am sorry. Like,
Oh, okay. He was.
okay. Like the millisecond the LBP community online servers went down, my memory banks were just
Okay.
like erase everything.
Yeah, no, I mean, my friend Darb, because again, I met him through King Winsler, right? He's a good guy. Thing is, he doesn't really like Epic LVP time.
Oh.
And the reason for that, because he feels like Epic LVP time takes other people's content, put on his YouTube channels. He feels like he's just like leeching off other content creators. And I told him, like, to be honest with you, he's not leeching off because he's also helping us too.
Yeah.
He's by exposing us to other people. Like, he's like,
Yeah,
okay,
like-
So like, I
wouldn't have, like I legit wouldn't have found out about people like you or Sean or Trevor had it not been for LBP time.
Yeah, like hey, look.
Talk about some people being pure blind in some things.
I don't know. I'm like that. That's how my friend Darth. I mean, but he understood what I was saying. And the thing is, I even joked around with LBP. I said, you know what? I said to him, like, you know what? You're a sellout. That's right. You're taking our content. You're making money. Like you're a sell. How dare you be a sellout? Where's our cut of that money? That's a joke, though. It's a joke. But again, if it hadn't been for him, people wouldn't know about, our levels and stuff.
Exactly.
No.
Yeah. So I never really had a problem with him putting my content on his channel.
Yeah, but like I'm gonna be real here. Honestly, Epic LBP time, I felt like he honestly fell off hard.
Well, I think he still makes video, like Little Big Planet videos still.
He's still making videos. He's still making videos on the PC side of the game.
Yeah, so he's like, at least he's still trying to find a way to make Little Big Planet content despite, him being shut down.
Yeah, but it's like Epic LBP times videos. Honestly, they're just boring as hell. I'm not gonna lie.
Like his videos, not like other creators' videos, obviously.
Yeah.
Actually,
he was doing literally everything in the game.
Yeah. That video that he did post, that's from a friend of mine, Kyle. If you guys remember Kyle.
I do know.
No recall. No.
Okay, he made a music video about me.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
It's literally called "Do You Want to Kill Psi-Agent?"
I remember that shit.
And to this day, I cherish that song so much.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah, but anyways, so who wants to go next on how they got into LBP? Because we already heard Terrence's side.
Who the hell's Terrence? No, joking.
Yeah, Terrence. Yeah. So
how dare you say my name?
How they got into LBP?
Let's start with the Green Hedgehog.
Yeah,
Davo?
I think he's dead.
Yeah,
I think he's dead.
Oh,
okay.
So
I thought you were dead. We were about to poke you with a stick or something.
Okay, so are you going to tell us about how you got into Little Big Planet, Davo?
Oh yeah, I remember like watching like animations on like YouTube, like before. Like this one animation called Sonic and Silver and the Quest for the Golden Cookie or something like that.
Why does that sound familiar?
It still lives rent free in my brain.
I'm guessing it was like a Little Big Planet video or whatever or something.
Yeah. Like in the game.
So how did you get into the franchise exactly? Like, how did you get into like get the games and whatnot after that?
Yeah, my first one was like Little Big Planet 3 on the PS4.
Oh, so that was
so you basically got into the series late then.
Yeah. Yeah, then I got a PS3 like later on down the line.
Oh, all right.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
I did get the Vita.
One for
yeah, that's right. There was a PS Vita version of 3.
That's what I was talking about before. Look, let me put it this way. Story-wise, for the Vita version, was on the same level as Little Big Planet 2 story. It was good. It was golden.
Yeah.
But then they gave us 3, and that crap was terrible. But now back to you were saying. There you go.
Yeah. Anything else? What were you gonna say? Also, Davo?
Yeah. Another thing is like, hey, when my PS Vita decided to act up on itself.
Ooh. Dang.
Like the memory card decided, nope, not reading anything anymore.
Oh,
it was a 64 gigabyte one. I read up on it later. I'm like, a lot of problems go from the 64 gigabyte one. I'm like, okay, what? Such a bad business decision from Sony to make like an exclusive memory card for.
Yeah, that's honestly what basically killed the Vita, because of that, and also a lot of developers didn't want to make games for it, which is the problem. The thing is, like the Vita, it's a great handheld. Hell, it does something better than the Switch does. That's the crazy thing. Yeah, okay, all right. Yeah, I'll explain. So, I don't know if you guys got the Switch too.
No.
I got it.
I do.
I only have like
I got it on day one.
All right, so
Right.
what they added on the Switch 2, right? Which it's kind of stupid because it also should have been on the Switch 1 is voice chat, right?
Yeah.
Okay, come on. The PlayStation Vita had voice chat, and
Yeah.
what was crazy? This is around the time the PS4 came out. You
It
could
was
actually
open,
have a
right?
no, yeah. You could literally have a voice chat between the Vita and the PlayStation 4.
Yeah, I've done that before. Around the
Yeah.
same time as my birthday back in 2019, because I was doing a voice chat with Sean.
Yeah, but I'm saying the fact
I never
that
knew that was a thing. I
Yeah.
never knew that was a thing till now.
yeah, like the PlayStation Vita was actually did way better things than the Switch did.
Yeah.
You could message people between PlayStation 3 and 4. You could
Yeah.
have a voice chat between the Vita and the PS4, but unfortunately they updated to where you can't do that anymore.
Shit.
Aw.
Shit, man. Excluding the Switch, since that's a hybrid alongside the Switch 2. But
Yeah.
excluding the Switch 1, my most favorite handheld system is honestly the PlayStation Vita, if I'm being real here.
Yeah, no, like I said, the PlayStation Vita was a great system. It's just unfortunately it had a lot of problems. Again, developers didn't want to make games for it. The way they priced and market their memory cards was atrocious.
Yeah.
You know,
But,
if Sony didn't do any of that crap, the Vita would have been a success. No, unfortunately, it got beaten by the 3DS.
Yeah. But
I guess Sony was being too stingy or something.
Not that they were being too stingy, they just weren't thinking. I felt like they dropped the ball with the Vita. Like I said, the Vita could have been so much more because they did so many things right, but then, like I said, they did so many things wrong with it.
yeah.
And then if you look at the PlayStation Portal, right? I have the Portal. It's a great thing. The only problem is it's only meant for remote play. The Portal could have been like the Vita 2 at this point.
Yeah.
But no, they didn't.
It should have acted more like the Steam Deck.
Missed opportunities.
Yeah, it's not even a Steam Deck. Like I said, the only purpose the fucking Portal has is just mostly remote play.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's all it really. I mean, you could also stream now if you have the highest tier for PlayStation Plus. You can stream games through it. But the point is, it's like they could have literally made the Portal into Vita 2.
Yeah.
And it would have dominated.
Well, Sony saw the Switch and they were like, "Oh, we can do that."
But anyways, so who should go next for how they got into Little Big Planet? Because it's me and Swaggy who haven't told our stories yet. So
did you want to go Timbers?
I mean,
no, I don't think anyone wants to hear Timber's story. Timber's story is boring.
I mean,
Bruh.
I'd say for
joking.
Yeah, I mean, you can go first, Swaggy, since when I tell it, it's going to be pretty long.
Yeah, I may as well get mine out because oh boy, it's a long story. So I didn't get started. Okay, no. let me restart from the start. Okay, technically I didn't get started with the series until my brother and I got like our PS3 back in like Christmas of like 2013. That was when like it was like bundled with like LBP2, Ratchet and Clank 1, and like a few other games it was bundled with. And I do recall that our copy of LBP2 had like was a special edition where it had like the Toy Story DLC pack.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I know which one that is. Because that one, yeah, they had some Little Big Planets that came with like deals. Like I think they did the same thing for Little Big Planet 1. They had like the Game of the Year edition.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but
yeah, and I didn't get 3 until like some point like in like 2014 or 2015. I can't recall. Then at some point in 2015 or 2016, I eventually got like the first game because like I was just like I can't.
You were curious.
Yeah, I was just curious of like what the first game was, and like I remember going through like the entirety of the first game, and like and at some point like I went back to do 2's campaign, then I went back to redo 3's campaign, and honestly,
you can see how far it went.
Yeah, like technically, I can't recall what I did the first time in 2's campaign. I can't recall what I did when I first did 3's campaign on PS3, but I do recall that when I got 1, I do remember going through the entire campaign, acing all the levels, getting all the prize bubbles. But like the only ones I couldn't get were those 4-player segments because like I didn't have 4 controllers, and that was annoying. And like sure they were still online, but like who would be playing LBP 1 in 2016? No one. Splatoon was a hot game of the day.
I mean, you would be surprised, actually.
Well,
There
I didn't have any friends that were playing LBP 1 at the time.
No, I don't understand, but I'm saying you would be surprised that you would find randoms on there.
Yeah.
Well, one, I was playing on my account when I didn't have my account mate, so I was playing offline, and then like when I back doing on my brother's account, I did have some friends, but like he only hopped on to help me with some of the 2-player or 4-player segments, but that was it. It was just like other than that, it was just me doing all alone. I mean,
that's understandable.
I still had like some spare controllers to do some of the 2-player and 3-player segments by myself, but like that was not easier. But that wasn't easy to do.
Yeah.
Then I eventually went back to do 2's campaign. I eventually completed that. I got all the prize bubbles, aced all levels, and man, the bunker it was a hard level to ace.
Yeah,
and especially the Cosmos levels in 2's campaign. Those levels were like almost all the levels in 2 were always in like almost all the campaign levels in 2 always had like a 2-parter. And those ones were a pain in the butt to ace because, like, yeah, not only did you have to like ace the first half, but you still had to ace the second half.
Yeah. Those ones.
And there were plenty of times like where I aced the first segment, no problem. That would still have some troubles in the second bit, and just like not have to restart all over again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will say that just one thing I liked a little bit plan about all of them together is that how, like, outfit wise, everything transferred over to 3. That was the one thing I did appreciate that they did with Little Big Planet games. That if you unlocked outfits from Little Big Planet 1 and 2, they carried over to 3. I like that.
That's if you had saved it. If you're someone who only got like a PS4 and never played the other games, well, you're out of luck.
Oh yeah, but you can still, but there are ways that you can actually transfer that over to.
But don't get me started with the DLC issues that were on PS4 when the game first came out. Like I remember Glitchmaster 7 saying like, he had like all the DLC on PS3 and like he had and like he couldn't use any of them on PS4, and he had to like wait for something to make sure the game would allow him to reuse all of his DLC again. Like, and that was when he had like the crown too. Like he could even use his crown item.
Yeah, because I think they had to update the game or something to recognize that, hey, you did all this. Here's all your stuff.
Yeah. And then I eventually redid 3's campaign, and like so there were like a few levels that were like a pain to ace in the first time I read, but then like eventually when I eventually got my account on PS4 and when I was completing 3's campaign, honestly all the levels were just like a piece of cake. It was just like I already know the routes and ideas.
Yeah.
Plus, I already had my brother's account, so if I needed a sticker to activate one of the trials or something, I could just pop on my other controller, log into my brother's account, and just slap on the sticker for the hidden thingies, and bam, all done.
Yeah. So I'm guessing,
and even against some of the DLC packs, they were still a bit challenging to ace. Like the DC Comics pack, and like the last few levels were like sometimes a little challenging to ace.
Well, actually, okay, you never had the Vita. They actually had a DLC that you needed the Vita for.
Oh yeah, cross controller pack, I believe.
That's what it was, right? It was cross controller pack. Yep.
I do recall my copy of LBP2 Special Edition having the Move pack, but I didn't own any of the Move controllers or the icon at the time.
I did have the motion controller until like 2012, I believe, like 2012. Nope. But yeah, so is that it for your story?
Well, technically, like the friends I met and made were on my brother's account, but then eventually we got my account. I then added them to my account. But I'm not going to talk about them because of things that happened last November and December. So I'm not going to mention anything.
That's all right.
So
it's fine.
It honestly, even if I think about them, all I can recall is just events that happened last year. It's just like I don't want to talk about them. Even if at some point I had to make, even if at some point in the future I had to make some kind of I had to come clean tweet or something, or I mentioned them. It's just like, all right, I said this on accident, and like they said this to me, and it's just like, okay, do I even expose them, or do I let them get away? And eventually, and if I dare, and like I remember saying that, I remember thinking about this in my head, like, what if I do something in the future where I get like mentioned online, and then one of them tries to then do the whole like, oh, this guy did a bad thing, cancel his future, make him suffer. I'm just like, what if that happens to me? Like where I make something, I do something great in the world, and then they decide, oh, hey, let's expose what he did so wrong like 10 years ago. Just like,
look, honestly, you want my opinion? I would say just ignore these people. It's like it's not worth your time. It's like, listen, I'm older than everyone here.
Like, I'm more than like they'll still try to do something to ruin me or something.
The thing is, they're not going to ruin you because, like I said, look, take it from me. I'm older than all of you. When you get to my age, you just start to not care anymore. You just brush it off because you be like, listen, is this really worth my time? Is it worth the headaches? And, you say no. I'm not. No. It's like you want to say things, fine. I don't care, because it's when it's not true. No, but I'm not gonna just waste my time with this. I want to just continue with my life and move on.
I know, but it's could be like the 1 year, but it could be like 1 year, and it's been like popping back in my head recently, and it's just like, all right, do I just come clean now and tell everyone I know on Twitter about this, or do I still keep this quiet to myself and make people suffer from this alone?
Well, like I said, you really have to ask yourself: is it even worth it? Is it even really worth?
I mean, I want to come out clean, but like I don't want to keep it private to myself. I mean, like, I've already thought to myself, like, I've already said to myself, like, if I lose some friends and followers after I post that, I'll accept that fate.
Well, here, put it this way. The people, like, if you post this, right, and you lose friends, those people that left you, they're not truly your friends then. A true friend would stick by your side.
Right, and the worst part is those friends I had, I thought they were good. I mean, they just betrayed me at the last second. I'm just like,
so that's what I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to say, it's like, just forget them then. They're not worth it. If they want to be, if they just want to just cast you aside and not be there for you, then again, like I said, they're not truly friends, and they're not worth your time. They can just let you go fuck themselves. I'm plain simple as that.
I might need some advice on how to not think about them when it
just don't like I said, you have better things to do with your life. Don't waste your time on like stupid things. Just like think about positive things, right? Because when you think about
and that's one of the reasons why I don't want to play Restitch or something, because I know if I dare encounter them, they'll do anything to make sure I cannot see them and make sure that I won't be able to see them. I know they're gonna do that.
But so are we gonna get back on topic?
No. But I'm just like I said, I'm just trying to give you advice. This, like I said, once you get older, you just you just brush it off. You just do your thing. But back to Little Big Planet.
I just can't decide if I'm the victim or I just can't decide if either I was the criminal or if I was just
okay. Shall we just get back on topic?
No, wait, Terry, it's fine. It's all right to talk about this because, like I said, it's still a Little Big Planet related. It's the point is, it's like, listen, whatever you did in the past, if you want to come clean, if you want to just get it off your chest, then do it.
Yeah.
But like I said, if you said that you're going to lose friends and those friends leave you, then again, like I said, they're not truly your friends. They don't give a shit about you.
Yeah.
The ones that stay with you by your side, those are your true friends.
Yeah, right. And I do have a friend that has been on my side, and met them.
But yeah, there was what you were saying, Terrence. Say that again, real quick.
What?
With the not caring stuff, or
just don't listen. Like I said, it's like I said, if you want to come talk, if you want to let this come clean, fine. But after that, let's say what you have to say, make your peace, and just after that, don't care about it anymore. Just keep moving. Just keep on moving forward. Don't let old things hold you back. You want to keep moving forward with your life, and that's it. If people want to bring up old shit, let them bring up old shit because you'd be like, listen. This happened way back. Yeah, if I did something wrong, I'll own up. I'll own up to it. Say, yeah, I messed up. I made a mistake. I'm a different person now.
I know. I can't be dragging on side, so I might as well keep on moving forward.
Okay. Yeah, like I said, just don't let that shit stress you out. All right, don't be a Timber. All right, don't look at Timber. Look at him. What is it? Digimon
let's not poke a fun anyone here. This is
I know.
no time to poke
Let's get
around.
back on
No,
topic.
I'm trying to. No, listen, I'm just trying to cheer everyone. But like I said, just if you
I
want
know.
to talk about, just do it. After that, move on.
Right.
Yeah,
That's
but
it.
All right.
but yeah, but like what you're saying, Terrence, I'm basically like after I tell my side of the story, I might bring up a little something that happened and how with what you were saying, just like ignore those people.
Yeah, just ignore him. Again, it's not worth it. It's not worth the stress. Like,
Yeah, but,
shit. Look, I'll make it real simple. Should I waste my time stressing myself over old petty shit that happened many moons ago, or do I just say, like, yeah, this is what happened. Whatever. I'm moving on now. The end.
Yeah.
If
I'll
only
also hold on. So
sorry.
yeah,
Go ahead.
but I'll probably like bring up like an old story, like some old drama or whatever that happened in the LBP community with me and someone that happened like years ago.
Yeah.
Regarding like ignoring them and whatnot, and how I should have like ignored them. But that's after I tell my side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So are we all ready to hear my side, or are we?
Oh wait,
Yeah.
I know it's Swaggy.
I think I've already said my story, like how I got to the games,
Yeah.
And like and like the only thing left I could say is just like when the games eventually died out, it's just like, well, I just kind of just like I just moved on because like I'm just not playing Persona, Disgaea. I've gotten into the Danganronpa franchise and just like it's just like, I mean, it's cool the soundtrack's on Spotify, but like I'm still waiting for the Ratchet Clank PS2 soundtrack on Spotify, but like that ain't gonna happen in the future.
Yeah, but yeah.
But now you can go, Timbers. I am sorry but now you can go, Timbers. I am sorry to hold you back. I wanted to keep going and finish some details, but I'll let you go now because like you might as well go ahead and get going.
Yeah, because the whole word.
Listen, we know you murdered that person. All right, come out with it. Be clean.
Huh?
Let's see. It's got you.
What?
All right. No, I'm joking with you, Timber.
Okay, but yeah,
All right.
but anyways, so shall I tell my side of the?
Yeah, no, you can say just say
It's
it.
your turn. Go ahead, man. I've already said my piece.
Okay then. Well, this is going to be a pretty long story too, so just sit back and grab your popcorn, people.
Please don't take 2 years. I got work to do.
All right. Well, I mean, y'all are the ones who are talking and whatnot. Well, for way longer, but I'll try and tell it as quick. But it's going to be pretty long, though. To be fair.
Well, you can say the goddamn story already.
All right, yeah.
Get to the goddamn point.
Okay, all right. But yeah,
by the time you start telling the story.
Okay, all right. But
I'm joking.
Yeah, I know. But this is gonna be a pretty long story of how I originally gotten into Little Big Planet. So sit back and just grab your popcorn and stuff. And here we go. So here's my story of how I got into Little Big Planet. So this was back in, I still remember the exact day too, November 30th of 2011. I had gotten home from school on that day because it was basically, I had gotten home from another day at school. I was in the 3rd grade at the time. And so I got home and, basically when I got home, I booted up my Wii and decided to play some Cars Racerama because before that day on Black Friday, I had went up to like an electronics store and saw that Cars Racerama was on the Wii, and I desperately begged my parents to let me get it because I thought that the version on the Wii would have been better than on the PS2, and I ended up being right because basically thing with the PS2 and the Wii versions is the version on the Wii, PS3 and Xbox 60, the races have like the road races, Guido Kart races, Rust Bucket races, and Monster Truck races. They all have 8 racers in total, 6 for the Monster Truck races, Monster Ram races. Whereas on the PlayStation 2, there were only like 4 racers basically. So yeah, huge downgrade. Plus, not only that, but on like the Wii, PS3, and Xbox 60 versions. The PS2, due to how low quality it was, and how it wasn't as powerful, there were quite a few things that made a downgrade. Another thing was that for relay races, they would consist of like 4 racers and 3 laps. On PS2 version, it's 2 racers with 2 laps. Yeah, but anyways, plus the PS2 version, literally 5 characters are completely absent in the PS2 version alongside. What is that, Mr.
Kirby, all right?
Turbo.
Yeah, all right. That's the face I'm making looking at you right now.
Okay, anyways, but the PS2 version literally also has the PS2 version also literally removed like 5 characters that are seen on the PS3, Xbox 60, and Wii versions. Those characters being Doc Stoon 4, Fred, Lewis, Count Spatula, and Ginormous. But anyways, so I had gotten my parents got me the Wii version of Cars Racerama on Black Friday, and I was pretty much playing that game on the Wii nonstop like every week because I just enjoyed it so much. So yeah, I got home, I booted up the game again on the Wii, and I remember what I was doing too. I was playing one of the Monster Truck Mayhem races. I was racing as Monster McQueen, in his Cars 1 paint job for Lightning McQueen when he's racing in the Piston Cup. That's the paint job I always go with because I just love it more so than that ugly ass paint job that's seeing the epilogue of Cars 1. But yeah, I remember the track I was racing on too. I want to say it was either Monster Truck Mayhem 1 or 2. Most likely 1 though, because like I'm gonna say right here, I remember it was one of those 2 races because the race took place in Rust Bucket Stadium. So I'm playing with the Monster McQueen in one of the Monster Truck Mayhem races, most likely 1. Next thing I know, my dad then comes in with this big ass box, and I'm wondering what it was that he got. And I went over and looked at it, and what do you know? It was a PlayStation 3 console. Specifically, it was the PS3 Slim. And
wait, like Slim or Super Slim?
Just regular Slim.
Oh, regular Slim, okay.
Yeah, the Super Slim didn't come out until like 2012, like a year.
Okay, yeah, that's right, yeah.
Yeah, but basically, my dad comes in with this box, and it was PS3, and it came bundled with 2 games, Little Big Planet 2, a special edition, which was one of them. The other being Ratchet and Clank All for One. Yep. However, he also got another PS3 game on the side, which was Dynasty Warriors 7. And funny enough,
well, what's the game called?
Huh?
What was the last game called? You said Dynasty Warriors, right?
Yeah, Dynasty Warriors 7.
Oh, okay.
And what's funny is literally, although it was the newest entry in the Dynasty Warriors game at the time, the actual newest Dynasty Warriors game that was on the PS3 at the time was actually the Extreme Legends expansion to Dynasty Warriors 7, which I technically didn't get until like 3 years afterward in like October of 2014. I loved playing it. But basically, me and my dad were, mostly him, we're playing Dynasty Warriors 7 on the PS3 because, we're both huge Dynasty Warriors fans. Like, Dynasty Warriors was actually the game that got me into gaming in the first place, because the first video game I ever played was Dynasty Warriors 5 on the PlayStation 2. But yeah, we were playing that game all day on like the PS3, and fast forward to when I go to bed. I think it was when I was going to bed on that day, or about to, either that day or the next day. I want to say this day, November 30th, because I went to the hospital the next day afterward for like a checkup or whatever. But basically, I see my sister playing on the PlayStation 3 console, and she's playing Little Big Planet 2. And I mean, I wasn't interested in it at first because, again, the only thing I was interested in playing was Dynasty Warriors 7, since, that was the franchise that I grew up with. But yeah, fast forward later on down the line, I end up trying out Little Big Planet 2 for myself. And this was either in like very late in the year of 2011 or early into 2012 when I first started playing it. And, I want to say most likely late 2011, although I didn't really like start fully getting into Little Big Planet 2 until like around like early 2012. But I played Little Big Planet 2 and it was pretty decent. It was fun. I actually
good on you.
And like literally, and then there was the time when I was transitioning schools because my family pretty much were getting fed up with the school district and how my mom wasn't at the apartment that she had, and how we were mostly at my dad's house because my dad's house and her apartment are like 15 minutes away from each other. But they were upset about that. So they eventually moved me to a new school. My sister, they kept taking her to the other school because she was actually going to be graduating that year. So they didn't really have a problem with it. But put it bluntly, I ended up like switching schools. During that time, I took some time off from school, about like maybe a week or so. And I would use that time to literally play like Dynasty Warriors 7 all day. But I think I also played like Little Big Planet 2 during that time. It was either before or after I had fully transitioned to the third grade class I was at now, because it was much closer. It was literally only like a 2-minute to 3-minute drive away from the house. So yeah. But I over the summer, I literally would play Little Big Planet 2 like quite a lot. I would play so many levels. Like I remember playing some levels based on the Cartoon Network series Regular Show, because I was actually huge into Regular Show around the time. Although I never got into it until like I actually got into it before we even got like my PS3 system. I started watching the show around like the third season, like 2011. But I would literally play these levels called Extreme Karting, and they were pretty awesome and badass. And I just always had a blast playing those kinds of levels and stuff. And I also went to search up if there was any Dynasty Warriors levels, and there were. So I go ahead and like play them and whatnot, and I absolutely loved them. And so I eventually ended up making my own levels based on like Dynasty Warriors battles and whatnot. And this was around like the late 2012, like around the time when I started like going back to school, or about a month so. But yeah, literally I was addicted to playing Little Big Planet 2. I would literally play it literally 24/7. Like as soon as I got home from school, I would always play the game from as soon as I got home to school until I went to bed. Like that's how truly addicted I was to those games. But yeah, but I did eventually also end up getting some more Little Big Planet games down the line. The next game that I actually got was PS Vita, but I unfortunately couldn't play it due to me not owning a PS Vita, and because again, I didn't really like get my PlayStation Vita until Christmas of 2016. Yeah, so like 4 whole years after. But the next game that I got that was on the PS3 was the game that came out that year, which was Little Big Planet Karting. Little Big Planet Karting, it was decent, but I didn't really like it all that much. So I
didn't like it that much either.
Yeah, so I went back to playing Little Big Planet 2 again, and and I would literally like do role playing with my friends and whatnot, pretend like we were in a hospital and whatever. I pretend like I'm the doctor and saying how they must take their medicine, that they can't eat this kind of stuff and whatnot.
Look, Tim, I hate to say it, but you were a terrible doctor.
Okay.
You killed all those people.
Yeah. Well, I'm currently in college studying to become one, I should add.
God help us. I was joking.
Okay, but yeah. But yeah, I would literally play. That's literally the only game that I would play now at this point was Little Big Planet 3 on the PS3, even with all the other games that I had. Now, fast forward to the next Little Big Planet game that I got, which was the very first one, which I didn't get until January of 2014. I actually did have the demo of the first game installed. It contained the first 3 levels of the gardens, and and after that you weren't able to proceed any further. So yeah, I eventually ended up getting the first level just to get all of the costumes and whatnot that weren't present in the Little Big Planet 2 version, and and that's how I found out about importing LBP 1 stuff to LBP 2, which that honestly surprised me because I've obviously never seen that before. Obviously, because Little Big Planet 2 was the first Little Big Planet game I ever played back in like November 30th, 2011 or whatever.
Yeah,
late 2011, early 2012.
I didn't think playing the demo would do that, but
yeah,
wait, there was a demo?
Yeah, those demo of the very first game.
No. What I was saying was like I didn't know that playing the demo would still do the little we know I'm saying it wrong. I didn't notice that playing the demo would still cause the second game to trigger the. We found a data from the first game. Would you like to transfer it?
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, I didn't even know about that at first. But yeah, I didn't really like play Little Big Planet 1 all that much. Although I did have this one friend who I met like during the 5th grade. He ended up moving away after our 6th grade year in middle school, which was in like middle of 2015. But he would come over and, we were good friends too. And me and him, like, he would always want to play Little Big Planet 1. And it got to a point where he actually made an account for himself on my PS3. And, and around like the time of my birthday, 12th birthday, it was the best, but also the worst birthday for me. The best because I had gotten a Wii U as well as Mario Kart 8, which was the hottest Mario Kart game, which was the newest Mario Kart game at the time.
Did you just say Wii U?
Yes.
Person.
But yeah, but whenever he would come over to my house and want to play like Little Big Planet 1, I would always, use the Wii U gamepad to play Mario Kart 8. And man,
oh yeah, because you can the
gamepad.
Yeah. And another thing I should add, the one game that played a factor in the creation of Little Big Planet Karting, Mod Nation Racers. I actually played that game. I didn't play it at first. It was a birthday gift from my brother. I didn't really play it at first because I didn't really like it all that much. But like, or say around like mid 2014, I was playing that game also nonstop alongside Little Big Planet 2. I especially remember making racetracks in that game based on Mario Kart 8. No joke. Literally making Mario Kart 8 tracks and Mod Nation Races. I love that. But yeah, fast forward to when Little Big Planet 3 was getting released. I saw the trailer for it, and I was like extremely hyped up, especially because it was going to be having the 3 new characters, Toggle, Oddsock, and Swoop. So I was really hyped to get that game. I wanted to get it when it came out, but I wasn't really like old enough to have like a lot of money or whatever, or make my own money because I was.
Oh yeah, you were like how old?
Again, I was like 12 at the time. And one of the things about Little Big Planet 2 is that game also got me into the Five Nights at Freddy's series, because I remember playing this Five Nights at Freddy's multiplayer level. It was quite huge in Little Big Planet 2 back then.
What was it? Was it one of those Five Nights at Freddy's Mortal Kombat levels that always had that one "I'm Sexy and I Know It" song playing in the background?
Nah, not that.
What? Not that one?
I'm not even gonna ask.
I remember like going to that level like after I did like you remember that Jeff the Killer level?
Yeah, I remember that too.
Yeah,
like after it would like automatically put me on like in the Mortal Kombat.
Yeah. But yeah, that was my first exposure to Five Nights at Freddy's was through Little Big Planet 2, because I had like a friend who would always want to play that, and there was also the whole thing with Swift 029 and the levels I used to play that I absolutely loved, specifically the Sackbot Raid levels. I would always reenact Dynasty Warriors battles whenever I play those levels. Battles like Yellow Turban Rebellion, Hulao Gate, Shapi, Fong Castle, Wuzhang Plains, etc., etc.
Sorry.
Literally. But yeah, so fast forward when Little Big Planet 3 I get Little Big Planet 3. So I got the game for PS3 on Christmas of 2014. I absolutely loved it, but it was just way too glitchy as hell to the point where,
yeah.
Yeah, to the point where I just straight up deemed it like literally unplayable. It was so bad to the point where I literally, for a long time, only went back to playing only Little Big Planet 2 again due to how glitchy and awful Little Big Planet 3 was on PS3.
Well, I mean, that's what a lot of people did on PlayStation 3 because of how bad the game was. Everyone just kind of went back to playing it on, Little Big Planet 2. But if you had a PS4, it wasn't. I mean, it was still bad, but it wasn't as bad.
Yeah. But and there was also the how I found out about Epic LBP Time 2. The very first video I watched of his was his very first gameplay of the Little Big Planet 3 story mode. I absolutely loved watching his videos. That I would literally, every time I get back home from school, I would always see if he would have like a new video up regarding playing Little Big Planet 3, just because I found the game so enjoyable and addicting at the time. Again, this was before I found out, the game was a buggy and glitchy mess. Plus, he played it on PS4 as well. But yeah. But Epic LP Time is also how I found out about some other awesome creators and filmmakers. Some of them including MGS61794.
Sean.
Adventure Time 4. Emily J. Rules.
Okay, Adventure Time 4, that's Emery.
Yeah. Emily J. But yeah.
Emily J. Rules.
Emily J. Rules.
Chief Fathead. Lost at Sea, or Core. And you got Kyle. I don't know if you see Kyle stuff.
And also the biggest one, Samurai 09.
What about me? Huh? What about me? Do you see my work?
Yours honestly wouldn't have to be until later on down the line.
Okay,
I remember because I remember the first video that I watched of his that had you in it was the video that he was showing of Sonic going against that girl from Velocity 2X, and how you were
that one.
Damn. Oh, damn, son. She done schooled you.
I don't remember that one.
I still remember it clear as day.
I must be losing my mind. I don't remember that.
Yeah.
You might have to relook it up in order.
I probably do. If you can find that video, send it to me.
But literally, okay, so I'm going to talk about some in real life stuff. So what was funny is, for whatever fucking reason at the time, I literally had a huge crush on Emery. I'm not even joking.
You poor fool. You poor fool.
If only I knew then
That she was a bitch.
Yeah, but this was like about like years before we even knew what kind of person she was. But yeah, anyways, so come Christmas in 2015, I end up getting a PS4 as well as Little Big Planet 3. For whatever reason, my account couldn't even be I couldn't even import my my main account to my PS4, so I had to create like a new one. But it turns out one of my one bitch ass eldest sister apparently told my sister to not use the old account for whatever fucking reason, because mainly because H Timbers the H isn't, I don't even have like a H in my actual real legal name, so that's why I'm pretty sure she did it. But yeah, anyway, so I go ahead and use that account for quite about a couple of weeks or so. Then I end up, getting my main account on there, which I'm really happy about. But yeah, to the games that I had at the time when I got the PS4, Little Big Planet 3 was one of them, but there was also Dinosaurs 8 Empires, Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare, and the game that came bundled with it too, which was Uncharted, the Nathan Drake collection, which features Uncharted 1, 2, and 3, which, I absolutely was glad that I got that, because before then, the only Uncharted game that I had was the third game on PS3. I got it during like...
Honestly, it wasn't the best Uncharted game, I'm not going to lie.
Huh?
No, I'm saying Uncharted 3 wasn't the best one, in my opinion. Yeah. But, yeah, go on.
Okay. But yeah, but before that, the only Uncharted game I ever played was the third game on PS3, because I got it during like summer of 2015. The reason I got it was because I remember seeing a video on Epic LBP Time's channel where he was like playing a level that was based on like chapter 17 of that game.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, Little Big Planet was the reason I got into so many franchises out there, such as Uncharted and Five Nights at Freddy's. But yeah, I remember always straight up trying to say, hey, Evan, look at Emery, is she cool and whatnot? And I'd always be scrolling through pictures at like different pictures of her OC, and I'm talking about, this is my friend here who loans me her fans. This is my girlfriend/wife. Like I was fucking crazy back in 2015. 2015 was crazy.
You were a fool, a young fool. That's what you were. A young, naive fool who didn't know what Bill really was.
Yeah. But anyways.
Look. Just put it this way. Just be thankful you never spoke to her.
Well, I'm about to actually get into.
Oh God, you spoke to her, didn't you?
I'm about to get into that, but with Adventure Time 4, I actually invited her into my pod one time, and she actually joined, and this was back in like August of 2018, and I had a cold at the time, so my voice did not sound all that good. But yeah, but basically we were just chatting and whatnot, and I also asked her about. At one point, I asked her about why If I Was Four was canceled. She told me it was because Cora, the fourth member, no longer owned Little Big Planet, and because of Trevor doing illegal stuff like drugs and whatnot.
That I could tell you it was all complete BS.
Yeah.
I could confirm that all that was BS. None of that ever happened. It's just the fact that everyone wanted to distance themselves from her.
Yeah. And at one point, like, around like New Year's of 2018/2019, I asked her if she wanted to, like be my girlfriend, and she was like, yeah, nah. Which, I mean, I probably should have known that. But, despite that, we would like talk on Twitter. We would talk quite a lot. And well, not quite a lot, but quite a few times. I would do like everything I could to,
God, does she even still have her Twitter or no?
I don't think she's even on Twitter anymore.
I mean, I know she has a YouTube channel.
Yeah, she does.
I do not know. So no.
But yeah, anyways, so fast forward to like around Easter of 2019. I asked her if she wants to play Little Big Planet 2 with me, and she's like, nah. And I'm saying, like, I guess it's because you're not in the mood. And then next thing I know, she ends up blocking me. And
yep, that's totally her. That's totally her.
Shit, for a long time, I never got over that. For a long time, I was pretty fucking depressed and whatnot. And I'm just
honestly, you want my opinion? That could have been the best thing that ever happened to you.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, you do not want to be around her.
Yeah, but that's the thing I'm going to talk about, though. But yeah, but she ends up blocking me, and I'm like, what did I do to deserve this? What did I do wrong to want her, doing this kind of thing? But, like around the summer, fast forward to the summer, I end up like talking to Sean and whatnot, MJ61794. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was watching one of his streams where he's making like stuff in LBP, and I told him to play the 2 levels that I made for him. And then afterward, I ended up asking him why the Fabulous 4 was canceled. He told me that, with all due respect, that doesn't concern you, which, I didn't have a problem with. Which is
understandable.
Yeah, and I even apologized greatly for it. And he's like, nah, it's cool. I'm just glad you didn't go further than you know not to. And then I tell him about the whole thing regarding Emery, and how he basically, well, I think that it was a month after all of that, I basically told him about what happened regarding with Emery and how I'm afraid of, saying the wrong thing and having him block me because of it, doing the same thing that she did. But, he told me, like, don't worry about it because, like, Emery's literally one of those people who use people for her own benefit.
Yep.
And like,
yep.
And later on, like down the line, around the time when Sackboy Big Adventure was a huge thing, and then there was the whole Owen is over party. I literally made a mixtape straight up roasting Owen and shit, which
my god, that kid, that fucking clown.
Yeah, him.
Yeah, apparently he still does the same BS on fucking Twitter and stuff.
I still don't understand how the fuck he even still has a platform on there.
Yeah, no, because like you remember Tanner, right? Do you ever remember a person named Tanner?
Yeah, Trenton too.
Yeah, because he was like, I think about a month ago he was talking about him. I'm like, I even said something like, is he still up to his own BS still? Of course, I never got a reply back, but still, it's like, god damn, that kid was fucking annoying.
What did he do?
Because he had a hot take. This is around when Sackboy's Big Adventure came out, and he had like a hot take. Yeah. And stuff about the Little Big Planet community, and literally the little community like came together and literally shat on him.
Yeah, and I made that mixtape on him too, and that shit went viral. Literally 800 views in one day.
No, but what's crazy is that he literally shit talked the community, right? And then when people called him out, he wanted a whole fucking temper, thing, and everyone was like literally brute. It was like, dude, you need to calm the fuck down. Yeah, and then people was like calling him out, and they also telling him like, dude, you need to calm the fuck down.
Yeah, but like that's also how I met this one asshole, Blade of Destiny.
But what was it?
Blade of Destiny, aka Vlad.
Oh, Vlad, I'm still friends with him.
Yeah, but basically, I remember like talking with him after that video of me roasting Owen went viral, and I also told him about the whole thing with Emery, and literally he even straight up admitted to me like the shit Emery's done. He told me about the shit she did, regarding you and Trevor. I actually found out through him.
Listen, let me tell you about, like I said, Emery. She burnt a lot of bridges with a lot of her people that knew her. She literally like burnt a lot of bridges. She made a lot of enemies and stuff.
And I'm just like, well, never trust Emery. You know, like she's scum. Like fucking, she can get AIDS for all I care. Honestly.
Jesus Christ.
That's a little bit too far there, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking more of the Ebola virus. She deserves to get the Ebola virus. There you go. No, I'm joking.
I mean, I'm only saying AIDS because she looks like the kind of person who will literally fuck with guys just for their money. Will put up with fucking guys just for their money.
I don't know, but look, like I said, just be thankful. You know, she didn't use you to get anything from you, because right there, that would be like a fucking death sentence.
Yeah, I even told my best friend about what he was telling me about Emery, and I'm like, you know, even though I didn't know the reason why Fabulous 4 was canceled, all I know is that I told him this. All I can say is I guarantee you she had something to do with its cancellation.
She pretty much did, because like I said, she caused so many problems. She caused so many problems within our group.
Yeah.
That
and I should have said to him, and knowing her now, I'm honestly glad she blocked me on Twitter.
Like I said, yeah, though, like she started so many problems within our group and any other groups and stuff. She even turned friends against us.
Yeah.
But what happened was that backfired, because we all became better friends. I mean, that's how I even met Tasha.
Wow, this person sounds a lot. This person sounds a lot familiar to one of my former friends' friends that basically destroyed my friendship with one of my former friends.
No, but like I said, she didn't destroy friendship. She almost did. But when we all realized, like, hey, you know what? We shouldn't be fighting each other. It's like it's this person. She's the problem. And we all came together and we became good friends out of all of it.
Like basically, it's what Ken said in a Toy Story 3. She built us into a pyramid and she put herself on top. That's what he said about Lotso.
Yeah. No, yeah, I do. But like I said, that's like I said, Bill. Like I said, I'm gonna just keep calling her Bill. You know, she literally used all of us. She tried to turn each other against us. You know, and if you didn't agree with her, you didn't agree one thing with her, she would, like I said, she would cast you aside and talk shit behind your back. And she would paint you out to be like this piece of shit asshole. But over time, people realized, like, oh, you know what? She's a fucking piece of shit, not them. Because, like I said, all I wanted to be, I was just trying to be her friend. I was just trying to be a friend. You know, I didn't ask anything in return from her. And what did she do? Fucking just tossed me under a bus and told people that I was a bad friend to her, even though I have done nothing wrong to her.
If only I had the courage to expose that one person that made me lose my friends that November.
Yeah.
Also, you know, starting in like 2018, I was basically going on like a trophy hunting spree with like Little Big Planet, getting the platinum trophies for it and whatnot, and like games like Little Big Planet 3 on PS4 as well as 2 and 1 and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
The last platinum trophy I remember getting before Sackboy Big Adventure fully came out, which was the hardest platinum trophy for me to get in a Little Big Planet game, was for Little Big Planet PS Vita. And I remember saying that, hey, you should try getting all of the DLC trophies as well. And I'm like, hey, I mean, shit, I'll do it. And so, you know, I went on like a whole trophy hunting spree with the Little Big Planet games, other Little Big Planet games, until, you know, Sackboy A Big Adventure came out. Once it came out, I literally got the platinum trophy for Sackboy Big Adventure a week after it came out. And no joke, I was literally the 10th person to get the platinum trophy for that game. And like about 2 days later, I completely 100%ed the entire game. No joke. That's how fast I completed Sackboy Big Adventure when it came out on like PS4.
Can you platinum for me now? You know, if I give you my account, can you platinum the game for me? No, it's joking.
I mean, I could, but
no, you stay away from my account. You probably do things to it, evil things, not so nice things.
Really?
You probably spend all you know, you buy all fucking Dynasty Wars on my account and Digimon games.
Yeah, because they're good ass games.
No, they're terrible games. Terrible. You're a terrible person. How dare you?
Oh,
okay.
You're evil for. I was joking. You too.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, but
Cut. It's a wrap, people. Cut it. Cut.
That's right.
Yeah, but fast forward to when Little Big Planet was having problems. First, the problem started when LBP.me was down for whatever reason. Could not get into it, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And they said there were obvious repairs on it, and then about 5 to 4 months afterward, in March, we all know what happened in March of 2021, the DDoS attacks, and I made porn, and like, even though it wasn't like actual real porn, like it didn't have like actual nudity, basically just me playing vegetables and whatnot on my fucking character. People literally went ape shit over that, and I'm like, oh my god, bro, like what the fuck?
Times are changing, people say.
But honestly, just after the whole DDoS thing went down, the LBP fandom just pretty much went downhill with it, because and Sony tried and Sumo tried their best to fix servers.
Let's be real. They did not try their best to fix the servers.
Nope.
Yeah, but like about May, they were like displaying awful transphobic messages like Houston, you'll never be a real woman or a man or whatever, or stuff like that. Awful stuff. And so they had to shut the servers down. They brought back the servers for Little Big Planet 4. However, the servers for LBP3 on the PS3 and Vita unfortunately shut down permanently as of September of 2021. Still remember that day clear in the back of my head. But during that time, I had also finally gotten a PS5 after so long, and I also got the Platinum Trophy for that game as well, because I already had it on PS4. So all I had to do was get one more trophy. Doing a emote, and I got the Platinum Trophy.
Because Saba in like Crash 4 or like a few games where if you import your completed PS4 data, you can just get the platinum in a few minutes.
Yeah, Destiny 2 did the same thing.
Those two games were the first games that I got in the Platinum Trophy for, were Sackboy Big Adventure and Crash 4 on PS5. Because I got the Platinum Trophy for the PS4 version before I had even gotten it.
Yep.
But so all that shit happens and goes down. And then like January of 2022, there was a whole thing that happened. I had falling out with some friends. I mean, we worked things out afterwards, but this is around the time when I got admitted into a mental hospital because I literally had a mental breakdown on that day. But but anyways, I just decided, next year is the year when Yokai Watch is going to be having its 10-year anniversary. So, let's make it a fun year, positive year, vibrant year. And so, like, I just focused completely on getting all of the trophies for all the Little Big Planet games. And about a week after I got all of the trophies for them, I ended up making a post talking about how I was pretty much retiring from Little Big Planet and leaving the fandom completely, just due to the fact that it's just gotten so much worse, and how it's pretty much, and also how Little Big Planet 3 literally is even more buggier than it was back in 2014.
Yeah.
Literally
Let me ask you a question. Say they did make a Little Big Planet 4, which, we know it's never going to happen.
Yeah.
Would you go back to it?
I probably would not go back to it, honestly.
Okay.
I mean, I might play it on my own time and try and get the Platinum Trophy for it, but
you wouldn't. You wouldn't
engage
with the community anymore, right?
Nah,
you wouldn't make like levels or
videos on it.
Okay.
Yeah, just due to the fact that the fandom has pretty much literally went to shit. It's literally unrecognizable at this point.
Yeah, I mean,
the only thing that. Oh, sorry.
No, I was just saying, if they did, again, that's a big if. If they did make a Little Big Planet 4, I would go back. I would create things on there.
Yeah,
but I would stick with my group of friends. I wouldn't
same.
That's what I would do.
like honestly, if I had known about the servers for LBP3 on the PS4 literally shutting down about like 2.5 years after the PS3 servers did, if I had known about that shit, then I honestly would have played some more games with you guys. But yeah, anyways,
what's Swaggy? What you were saying now?
I was saying like, well, great. Now I lost it. Shoot.
No, what about Little Big Planet? If Little Big Planet 4 did come out and everything?
Oh yeah, I was gonna say like, well, the only thing I would have done was just like again like maybe just like fully complete the campaign, A's whole levels, get all prize bubbles, and then
that's
just
about
like
it?
yeah, like because like again like outside of the campaign, I didn't do very much online. And if I was on the moon, all I did was just like mess around with any tools I had from friends or just things I did on my own. So
No,
that was not very much.
Yeah, no, what's the sad thing though about when they shut down Little Big Planet?
what?
Right? Is that all the levels that people had made? Like I'm talking about the good levels, like the honest to good levels. Those are all gone now, which is sad.
I just remember now. I was about to say like the only thing that remains now in the game in the series now is just is of course Saba, because you know it still has its online servers, but like, the only of the games that still remain now is just the online modding community for the PC scene, and then of course the Restitched or whatever that one
I think it's called Restitch.
yeah
Restitch. But yeah,
yeah.
like the only Little Big Planet games that can actually still be downloaded to this day via the PlayStation Store are Little Big Planet 1, PSP, Sackboy's Prehistoric Moves, PS Vita, and I want to say Run Sackboy Run, but I think it's only there because I have it downloaded on my PS Vita.
There was that one recent Sackboy running game on back in like 2023, but I don't know if anyone.
Yeah, Ultimate Sackboy. I never downloaded it.
I never played it. I never even heard of it, to be honest.
I tried it out. It was all right, but like it had some issues at first, and then it got better. But then it was like I stopped playing as much as I used to.
But yeah, so I retired from Little Big Planet in like July of 2022, and then around like a year later, some people were starting shit with me, and I just go off on them for it. And on that day, I'm just like, you know what? I'm done. I'm not even going to try and ignore. I'm not even going to try and
engage with them.
Engage with them. And I kept telling myself, just ignore those people because karma will get their asses sooner or later.
But wasn't I the one also telling you the same thing? It's just like, dude, just ignore them.
I think.
I would message you and telling you like, dude, just ignore them. Again, they're not worth your time.
But yeah, but that's the thing. After that day in like July of 2023, last time they fucked with me real badly. And I went off on them for it. I just kept saying to myself, keep ignoring these motherfuckers because sooner or later karma's gonna get back at them eventually. And what the fuck happened half a year later? Some dumbass named Chili Bath was fucking harding people and getting their accounts suspended in Little Big Planet and whatnot. And even Steven Isbell and Chris Chan were two of those people. But yeah,
really?
And then they had to shut down the online service for Little Big Planet 3. And then literally 3 months later, I ended up being fucking right because they ended up announcing that Little Big Planet 3's servers were shut down indefinitely. And I'm like, well, that's what they get. Oh, wow. But yeah.
Yeah. But
that's pretty much my whole story of how I got into Little Big Planet. Basically, how my older sister was playing it and whatnot, and later on down the line, I decided to play it myself, and I absolutely loved it. Literally got addicted to it to the point where it was literally my number one most favorite video game franchise of all time.
And then it just went downhill into a shithole.
Yeah. Starting with it getting hacked and whatnot.
What's that old saying? Good things never. God, I can't remember it now. Like, things never last long or whatever.
Nothing lasts forever.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you.
Nope.
I mean, honestly, for me, like me personally, I think the good golden years for Little Big Planet would probably be 2.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie. I
A
think
lot of people would say that 2 was basically the GOAT of the series.
it was
Yeah.
because
Even
see,
now,
think
it's-
it, no, because like here's the thing. Little Big Planet 3 was supposed to be like a step up. But again,
And
due to the
it
fact that the game, due to the fact that all the bugs, see, that's what ruined it. It's like because of all the bugs, because Sony rushed it and everything, the PS3
I-
holding it back. You know, Little Big Planet 3.
But also the PS4 having to use the old PS3's like mechanics and thermometer and whatnot to make sure it can still run.
Yeah.
Like
Like-
yeah, that was also a can of worms. But also anyone remember when it first launched? Like people would have to delete all their data because the game would go like you have
They were
nothing to show
corrupt.
here yet.
Yeah, I mean, the worst thing I hated was when like this. No, thank God I backed up because it takes the shot because shot always told me to always back up your stuff. So when I work on before this happened, I worked on a level, right? And my game corrupted, and I'm like, oh my God, everything I had just worked on is now gone. So I didn't mind redoing it from scratch, but then like I said, Sean kept telling me always back up your stuff, and that's what I would do every time we get a little bit makes it. I would back it up just to make sure.
yeah.
Like that was again, that was the one thing I just hated about Little Big Planet 3. It's like you had this fears, what would happen if I cut off? Would I be able to get on and nothing would happen? Or, well, there goes all your stuff, it's gone. That's what pissed me off about the game. It's like you always had this fear that you would lose everything that you worked on.
I kind of funny how in the last year it was online, a lot of people were modding the game to put in like a lot of modded content. It was like, oh, that's cool. And then all the videos are saying like, please back up your save files because like these things can mess up your data. I'm just like, all right, I won't touch this modded stuff.
But I was going to like tell a bit of like side drama that happened back in like 2017, and because of Psy saying with those people you gotta learn to just ignore them.
Yeah, because again, it's just like it's not worth your time. It's like by the end of the day, do you really want to just fucking pull your hair out and stress over something stupid, or do you just want to just keep moving forward and just try to enjoy life as best you can?
But yeah. But
sometimes in life sometimes. Oh, sorry.
Oh, but I was gonna say there's a good story that I could also tell some side drama with Little Big Planet that I could also tell regarding that stuff, the whole ignoring and whatnot.
Yeah.
But so basically, this was around the same time when I had been gotten not gotten Little Big Planet 3 on the PS4. About a year and a half afterward, there was this guy whom my friends in my old friend group were friends with. This guy named Top Gun DS. Literally, he would always make these awful ass jokes that annoyed the fuck out of me. Basically saying, "Oh, how 5-year-olds," or that I'm the
Jesus. Okay. Yeah. No. You got no.
Yeah.
God. No.
That's just.
I would have just turned around and walked away from that point. I'm like, nope. I'm not staying near this person.
But I kept telling him to fucking stop with that shit, and he wouldn't. And basically, and then later on down the line, because I made my YouTube channel, this channel here, in November of 2016, but I didn't start uploading videos until July of 2017 because of me needing a selfie stick or whatever to make proper videos, even though I just recorded videos through my phone and whatnot. Come to when Uncharted: The Lost Legacy was still a huge thing, was still the newest Uncharted game out. I uploaded the first video of it and said that this is my first ever video of a PS4 game that I made using Share Factory. The dude literally comments on my video and he's like, nobody cares. And I'm like, get the fuck off a channel. And he's like, nah.
Yeah, he was being he was being a joke, he's being an ass, or he was basically trolling you or something.
Yeah, and and I did the one thing that I shouldn't have done. I made a video on him. I did it. I did it originally because, again, the guy was causing me problems like way before I had even started my YouTube channel and whatnot, or even like, you know, create it or whatever.
Yeah.
Gave me problems like way before I even started making videos. And I want to like show people, look at this dude. He's fucking insane. He's crazy, ego driven. And so, yeah, I make a video, you know, calling him out and shit. And, you know, basically just all that bullshit. So, yeah, just calling him out for the shit he does. And, you know, he just keeps on going at it and shit, making up lies about me and whatnot. And so I literally, like, stole him and go off for it. One of the things he did that absolutely drove me fucking mad is he made a comment in one of my videos, replying to a comment that I had said to him, saying, "Oh, H Timbers, at least I don't rape 5-year-olds." And you know, that obviously I was pissed the fuck off at that comment because obviously that was not true. So I was mad in my one response video that I made to him where he made that comment, and I'm like, that's a straight up fucking lie, you dog. But like, that's literally out of everything else, that's the one thing I still remember to this day clearly is how he tried to make me look horrible by saying that I R-word a bunch of 5-year-olds and shit, which he himself then proceeded afterwards to say like, "Oh, dude, it was just a joke. Plus, you never even told me to stop." And I'm like, that's even worse.
Yeah, first of all, no, I was about to say, first of all, you don't make jokes about like that. That's
No.
It's like, are you fucking insane?
And I'm like, but that's the thing. I'm like, you literally just admitted that you literally made the whole thing up. You lied about it just because you thought it would be a funny fucking joke to make. You look so bad in all the videos that I made on you. Like, you're an absolute fucking idiot for that. You're an idiot to try and do that. And like, even if I didn't tell you to stop, I've told you to stop numerous times. And even if I didn't, you should have known that you should have stopped or that you crossed the line, especially when I had literally blocked you on PlayStation Network like a couple months earlier before I had even, you know, made that one video, Uncharted video on my channel. And so, you know, I make a response video to the comment that he made, you know, and talking about how, you know, he was making up a bunch of lies about me and whatnot and shit. And I'm just like, you are so ignorant for making a joke about a serious topic like that. Seriously, like, fuck you, dude. Yeah.
Listen, at this point, just never bring him up ever again, because even I don't want to know that person.
Yeah, but like,
God.
But I feel, you know, but like that applies to the whole, you know, ignoring him and whatnot that you were bringing up, right? You know?
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Because listen, let them talk all the shit they want. You know, because if they're gonna bring up stupid nonsense with no actual proof, you know, then just don't waste your time. It's like,
yeah,
like, I mean, if you have to defend yourself, fine, defend yourself. But most of the time, it's just,
yeah, like
walk away.
Yeah, like basically, this could be a little message for anyone who's watching this stream, this episode. Like, if someone's saying,
2 people are watching, no, joking.
Yeah, but like,
yeah,
if someone out there is like making up lies about you or whatever, saying, like, if people are like saying stuff to you like, "Oh, you probably pick your nose or whatever," or you probably
fuck the milkman.
Yeah, to steal milk and whatnot from your parents or steal your parents' money. Like,
steal milk from your parents? The fuck? I'm saying, like, if somebody said like, "Oh, you hear that? He looks to fuck the mailman every time he comes over." It's like you just be like, "Listen, You have proof that I fucked the mailman? You have proof that I fucked him?
But like, if people are saying like, oh, you probably fake being happy and whatnot all the time, or enjoying, playing games. Like, if they're saying stuff like that, just don't pay those people any mind or whatever. Or saying like, oh, you make awful like low quality videos or whatever, like stuff like that. Just don't pay them any mind. Now, if they're lying about you, then you have every right to come on. Like, all right, like I said, if somebody accused you of like saying, "Oh, you slept with that guy's girlfriend," right? For instance, like if somebody said, "Oh yeah, he sleeps with other people's girlfriend," well, then then you have to come out and and say this, like, "Well, do you have proof of this? Can you prove that I did this?" Right? Yeah, but like,
but after that, like I said, it's by the end of the day. When people like that, I would just ignore them. It wouldn't be worth my time. I have better things to do in my life than to worry about some stupid bullshit that's not even true.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, like people saying stuff like, "Oh, you probably fake enjoying playing games and whatnot, or fake game plays or role playing, or whatever, put little effort into it." Like, don't fall for that. Now, obviously, if they're lying about you, then you obviously have every right to respond and defend yourself. But, but my point is, don't get yourself into messes or situations that you truthfully do not.
Just don't feed into it. That's what it is. Yeah. Just don't, because you feed into it, it just keeps growing. Just ignore it.
Yeah.
Because once you ignore it, they'll just leave you alone.
But like, my point here again is just don't get yourself into messes or situations that you truthfully do not need. Because again, like that whole Top Gun DS bullshit could have been avoided if I just didn't respond to the first comment he made. Just simply deleted it and blocked him right then and there.
Yeah, that's because like I said, when you feed into it, and they'll just keep egging you on. Then you keep going down the rabbit hole, and you're like, "Fuck, I made a mistake. I should have just walked away from it."
But even with the lies that they tell you and whatnot, you've got to be, at some point, you've just got to be like, nah, it's not worth trouble. But at the same time, though, I'd say it more so depends on the lie, I'd say.
Yeah.
But like, there's obviously those BS accusations on like Twitter about me saying that I'm a PDF file and shit. Honestly, nowadays, whenever I see people accusing me of that shit because of like a commission that I bought from a friend like years ago of an aged up character, people accusing me of being a PDF file because of it. Honestly, whenever people call me one, I honestly just fucking laugh, because it's like, not only do they literally have like no evidence whatsoever to prove that I am one, other than the fucking drawing, because let's be real here, just because it's a drawing doesn't mean it's actual fucking proof. But
listen,
I'll be right back. I gotta use the restroom. I'll be right back.
All right. Like, when it comes to things like that, like I said, it's honestly just not worth it. Let's let people talk. Let them talk. All right.
Yeah. Like,
let's let them talk all the nonsense they want. All right. I mean, whatever you're into, as long as you're not doing anything messed up, especially to minors, if you're not doing any of that, and it's just your own business. Like, I'm just gonna that's your business. I don't care. But if you do that to minors, then you're a piece of shit, and you should seek some fucking help.
Yeah, I remember.
Look at you, Sonic Dave 94.
Just call me Davo.
Davo, man, that kind of name is Dave. Can I just call you Steve?
What?
Yeah, your name is Steve. No, your name is Tiffany.
I mean, you look more like the Steve from the Minecraft movie, if I'm being
Shut
real here.
That's not Steve. That is not Steve. That's just Jack Black, all right? That's just Jack Black being Jack Black. All right. Any dumbass could put on a blue shirt and say, "Oh, look at me, I'm Steve." All right? I can be Steve. Don't just fucking start with the I'm gonna fucking take jockey my foot in your ass.
But whenever people like call me a PDF file and shit, I just laugh because like not only do they like legit have no legitimate evidence to prove that I'm an actual PDF file, but there's also the fact that my ex-girlfriend who fucking cheated on me last year, not only did both her and the guy she cheated on me with, not only did they both end up getting arrested back in November of last year and being charged with criminal mischief and felony grade criminal trespassing after they broke into a vacant building that was formerly owned by her father, but there's also not only did both my girlfriend who cheated on me and the guy she cheated on me with, not only did they both get arrested and were charged with
for breaking an entry, basically.
Yeah, but there's also the fact that literally after I came across that article detailing about how those two got arrested.
Oh, there's an actual article about that?
Yeah. That's how I found out about my ex-girlfriend and that dude's arrest and how they got arrested. But yeah.
Yep.
But like, not only do I laugh when people call me a PDF file because they legit have like literally.
Yeah, they have no proof of it. Yeah, but
literally
like
no fucking evidence to prove so, other than like, oh, you commissioned a fucking drawing or made drawings or whatever of it.
Again,
like,
it's
that doesn't even count as like actual evidence.
No, that's like honestly
fictional fucking characters.
Yeah, like I said, whatever you're into, again, that's your business.
But
that's your business.
But like, not only do they have like literally like no evidence to prove that I'm a PDF, no legitimate evidence to prove that I'm a PDF file, but again, there's also the fact that my ex-girlfriend who cheated on me last year, both her and the guy ended up getting arrested for criminal mischief and criminal trespassing after they broke into a vacant building that was formerly owned by her father. Hold on. And not only that, those two getting arrested last year, but there's also the fact that I also found out later on down the line that the guy whom she cheated on me with, I actually found out that dude in question is a pedophile. Yeah, he's an actual convicted pedophile. Because he was actually convicted years ago for corruption of minors, indecent exposure, and endangering welfare of children.
Wait, I got a question. How old was your ex when this happened?
My ex is older than me by a year, a month, and 3 days. So,
but how old was she when she was with this guy?
I don't think. She
was 22. She was actually 22 at the time.
Okay, and how old's this guy?
He's 34.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah,
I don't think you need. I'm stuttering. I don't think you need to be that detailed on your ex's birth date.
No.
Okay,
like I said, she's older than me by like a year.
Okay.
I mean, honestly, I'm not even surprised when I found out that he was a
pedophile.
Yeah, especially since he was in a relation. Especially since he was in a relationship with another woman who was younger than him by 6 years, as well as the fact that he was fucking around with my girlfriend who's younger than him by 11 years. So it really didn't surprise me when I found that shit out.
God.
Yeah. But luckily he's back in jail now, especially since he was actually on probation around the time he got arrested.
Well, here's the thing. If he's a registered sex offender, right?
Yeah.
And he's in prison, he is fucked. He is fucked big time. Because in prison, other inmates do not like pedophiles, men that abuse women or children. So when they find out he's a registered sex offender, his ass is gonna get fucking pounded.
Yeah,
physically and mentally.
Yeah. But
he is fucked.
But anyways, back on topic. Honestly, with Little Big Planet, it's pretty much safe to say it's pretty much fucking dead now. Especially
obviously, because Astrobots kind of made that clear.
I mean, it's not just that, but it's also the fact that all the games had their online services and DLC delisted.
We know.
And Sackboy Big Adventure hasn't had any new stuff since like March of 2024.
Nope.
Plus, there's also the fact that the official Twitter account for Little Big Planet is no longer active. It's pretty much been inactive since November of last year, ever since Steven Isbell retired and stepped down as a community manager.
Mm-hmm.
But he still posts things.
Yeah, on his main account though.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe it's in the distant future when Sony finally gets their head out of their ass. You know, they'll start bringing back old IPs like Little Big Planet, Jack and Daxter, Killzone, Infamous.
The only thing that's been done is just the voice of the communities. But like, does Sony do anything? All they care about is just like next gen hardware, and then just like, oh, the PS5
and money.
do all this. Yes.
I mean, honestly, as far as like old IPs go, I honestly could care. Like I said, I could care less about Little Big Planet dying or returning, because again, the series fell off hard after the third game, and just the simple fact that the game is literally a dumpster fire at this point.
Look. If they did do 4, right?
Yeah.
They would have to do everything from the ground up, and maybe, hopefully the community this time around will try to be better.
Yeah, but
in some ways.
I honestly doubt it though.
What in doubt?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, okay, we won't know. Only in time we'll probably find out.
But yeah, it's honestly sad and upsetting what's become of the fandom. It's hard to be falling apart. Like, it's literally nothing but toxicity at this point.
But again, that like I said before, that's been pretty much any gaming community. Again, with Call of Duty, with freaking Destiny, with any other community like Smash Bros. I mean, look at Smash Bros. Again, like I said, Smash Bros. is honestly the worst in my opinion.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh boy, you think Smash is bad? Oh boy, you've never delved into the trench waters of Hoyoverse games. Believe me, bud. I've been in the war, and it is a nightmare.
Mm.
But like the only people that like literally nothing is left good regarding Little Big Planet, and like literally nobody is even around, and the only ones that are just pretty much people are just coping off of LBP for like money and shit, like Epic LBP time. Honestly.
Honestly, look, I like I said, like when it comes to Little Big Planet, I only think about the good times. I mean, there's bad times. I sometimes think about them, but I always think about all the good times, all the good that that I've gone through in there. All the good friends that I'm still friends with that I made in there. Because that's all that matters to me. I mean, I made some terrible friends on there. Where I met terrible people like Bill. I mean, if you go to my YouTube channel, you could actually find a Little Big Planet 2 video of me, her, Trevor, and my friend Darb, of us just talking. Yeah, full video, but
I didn't even know you had a YouTube.
Dang,
I have a YouTube.
This stream is almost like 2 hours long.
So. Yeah, you said an hour to an hour and a half, Trevor. You owe us money. You owe us overtime. Where's our paychecks?
All right.
Hey! We all took our fair share of talking, which all took different amounts of time. So we're all to blame here.
To be fair, only 3 of us out of the 4 talk. I'm looking at you.
Dave will talk.
Yeah, you talk a little bit. You talk like a little bit. You're talking like maybe like 5%. 5%. Let's not
judge, okay?
I'm just messing with him. No, I'm just saying. I'm trying to joke, saying like he just sat there. He could probably like good, entertain me.
Your mic's kind of.
I was just letting y'all talk.
Yeah.
Finish
I mean, you can. I know you can join in the conversation.
But honestly, I think Sony is very much to blame for Little Big Planet's downfall.
Oh yeah.
I honestly blame 3 things: Sony, Sumo, and just the fan base. Honestly, because it's like if people just cooperated and learned to work with each other, we probably wouldn't even be in the situation we are now.
But actually, to be honest, you know what bugged me about Little Big Planet 3?
What?
No, I'm not saying Sumo Digital is a bad company. I mean, they're all right, but if you actually look at the kind of games they've really made in their past, right?
Yeah. Yep.
They mostly made racing games, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, if you look at the studio that made Little Big Planet Vita, Tarsian Studio, I always wonder, like, why didn't they just give that project to Tarsian Studio? Because at least Tarsian Studio knew Little Big Planet. They understood it. Again, if you played Vita, you see that they stay true to Little Big Planet, where Sumo Digital was like their racing games. Why would you give a project like that to a studio that does mostly racing games? I mean, it would make sense if you gave it to the people that did Little Big Planet karting.
Like, I know for a fact we're not getting a new Little Big Planet at all.
At all, yeah, I know. But listen. I look. Me personally, I do have like just a small little hope that maybe, just maybe, in the near future, we might see the return of Little Big Planet, and hopefully, like I said, people will treat it better.
But like I said before, it's not going to happen because
I know.
Because Sumo pretty much gave up on Little Big Planet years ago.
Well, the thing is, it's not really Sumo Digital's call. Like they're just hired to do the game. It's like it's more up to Sony what they want to do, because they technically own the rights to it now. Because God, what was the original people that created Little Big Planet?
Media Molecule.
Yeah. They actually just handed that over to Sony and say, hey, yeah, look, we want to move on to something else. AKA, remember Dreams? Remember Dreams?
Dreams is still good.
Yeah,
it's still
moving on to Dreams.
Yeah, but the thing is, you see how fast Dreams just fell off after that.
Sony
made a reference to it.
Yes, Sony barely did a job of advertising the game. Heck, I mean, heck, like when I watched like the credits of the campaign the game had, I remember looking up the final song in that campaign mode. And a lot of the comments said like Sony should have done better advertising this game, considering how good the story was.
Yeah, like that's the thing. Dreams was supposed to be successor to Little Big Planet, but again, it just came and went. Hell, they never even released a PS5 version of that.
Nope.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Technically, there is someone I kind of know one. Okay, no. Technically, someone I follow on Twitter. They did make a unique Crash game on Dreams, but it can only run on PS5. So, I guess that's kind of like PS5 exclusive.
Yeah, I know, but the point is, it's like it's still the PS4 version. You know, it's they never actually truly released an actual PS5 version of the game, and I think they even said, I don't know, it was last year or the year before, that they were still going to stop updating it.
Yeah, they stopped updating it in like 2023.
Okay, so it was 22. Yeah, see, but like I said, it's just like it was supposed to be the successor, but unfortunately, it just came and went. And honestly, the other problem I have with the game is the controls. Because the problem with the controls, it focused too much on the move controllers. That's the problem.
I played with the controller, and I thought the game was fine on the controller.
I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I would have to at least try to get back on it to see how different it is compared to now. Because when I first played it, I noticed, like, again, it's still focused too much on the move controls. Because, you're supposed to, like, scope things and everything. So I don't know if they updated the last time it was on to where they made the controls a little bit more simplified.
I don't know.
But yeah, but honestly, though, like, people wanting Little Big Planet to come back, the best thing for them to do at this point is to either keep playing the games, but like playing them online, or like jailbreak their PS3 to play on like the online.
Yeah, the modded servers
or the restart.
Yeah,
either that or move on to a completely different franchise, like The Last of Us, Uncharted, or a little bit. Or
listen.
Not bringing the fuck back ever again.
Look, Sony, when it comes to The Last of Us, I think Sony needs to calm the fuck down with The Last of Us.
True.
All right, that game, like, I don't even know why they keep talking about unless you're finally gonna give us Last of Us Part 3. If you're just gonna bring up Last of Us Part 1 and 2 over and over, it's like, please do us a favor, Sony, shut the fuck up. Yeah, that game is so done.
But like I said, best thing for people to do is to just either, do the following two things I said, play the games online, or mod your system and use the custom servers, or just move on to a different franchise entirely, like Uncharted, Last of Us, or Ratchet and Clank, and never bother Sony about bringing Little Big Planet the fuck back ever again.
Or better yet, I know this may sound fucking retarded. We could all just read a nice book.
True. But yeah,
this guy gets
true that.
Swaggy's like, who the fuck reads books anymore?
I mean,
But,
I still do for college, but
I know, but like, who just sits down? They look at they look at the TV and they look at a book like, should I play a video game or read a book? Yeah, fuck it, I'm just gonna play a video game.
Yeah, but obviously, people in the fandom have pretty much made it clear at this point that they're literally not even going to do so. Like, even someone is literally like paying to post an ad on Twitter, like trying to convince Sony to give us the LBP4. But it's like, literally, other than like Sony and Sumo to a lesser extent, but like, other than the obvious reasons Sony and Sumo, like, literally many of the fucking people in the fandom, like Crown, aka James Blasian, Silver Truny, and whatnot shit, literally people like them are also one of the fucking literally people like them are one of the fucking reasons why the literally people like them are literally one of the fucking reasons why the Little Big Planet fandom, those motherfuckers have pretty much lost everything now. And yet, not only do they still refuse to like apologize or admit to me or others that they fucked over, or like, admit to what the fuck they did wrong. Not only do they still refuse to admit to their wrongdoings, but they're still trying to get Sony to bring back a dead fucking franchise, even though it's literally.
Well, you also got to ask yourself. You also got to ask yourself first, like Sony's point of view is like, will this still be profitable? Like, will we still make money off if we decide to bring back Little Big Planet?
Hell no, it wouldn't make any money. Hell,
then you also got to look about like when it comes to DLCs and licensing and stuff.
Hell, Sackboy Big Adventure, when it released on Steam, only like 600 people or so bought it on Steam.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Yeah.
But you also got to consider Sackboy's Big Adventure wasn't like a traditional Little Big Planet game. It was just
it was basically
formula.
It was just basically glorified Super Mario 3D Land. Little Big
Planet. Or it was just story. Like there was no creating things on there. It was just, that was the only what.
It was a mix between like Mario 3D World, as well as the game also mostly reminded me of Crash of Titans and Mind Over Mutant, if y'all remember those two Crash games.
Sorry.
But it's like literally, other than Sony and Sumo, quite a few people in the fandom, like I said, like Crown, aka Jane, Blasian, Silver Truny, etc., they're literally one of the fucking reasons why the fucking fandom, like they pretty much fucking lost everything now. And yet, not only do they still refuse to apologize or admit to, what the fuck they've done wrong, but they're still trying to this day, convince Sony to bring back Little Big Planet and give us like a new Little Big Planet game, even though it's literally nothing more than a fucking lost cause at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My tummy hurts.
Yeah. Is there anything else any of us want to talk about regarding Little Big Planet? Or
nope.
Well, let's talk about Microsoft. I was joking. That's a whole thing of its own. I'm sorry. Listen. I know I'm getting off topic. Listen, after that dumb video that they released last week, it's like, we've been listening to your feedback, so we made Xbox Game Pass even better. We're going to increase the price to it. That's not good. That's terrible.
Honestly, I'm glad I'm not an Xbox person. Like, literally, the only Xbox console that I own is the 360. Or the only one I'll ever own, for that matter.
I know, honestly, like, just tell you the truth, I don't know what the fuck Microsoft was thinking. I don't know what the hell they're thinking about right now because this whole year has been a dumpster fire for them. Oh,
And
like,
Nintendo as well.
no,
Honestly,
no,
Sony.
but here's the thing. Microsoft literally, it's like, I would say shoot themselves. They took a shotgun, shoved it so far up their fucking ass and then pulled the trigger because they didn't raise the price of the systems not once but twice, right?
Yeah.
Then they're saying, "Oh, we're gonna sell the LA ROG whatever for $1,000." I'm like, okay, so Microsoft, you need to come, fuck that. And then they fucking finally nailed the final nail in the coffin. It was by, "Oh, we're gonna increase the Game Pass by $30 fucking a month." Are you fucking retarded? What is wrong with you?
Okay, but yeah, but
But I will say this: I guarantee you, Sony's gonna be the next one to come out and say something or do something stupid.
yeah, but like honestly, Sony is pretty much the only good video game company out of the.
I wouldn't say good. I wouldn't really say good. They have done some fucking some stupid things in the these last couple of years.
I mean, yeah, but they're obviously better than Nintendo and Microsoft at this point, honestly.
Well, yeah, now they are because I mean, look at Microsoft alone made that possible. They made Sony look like the better deal.
Yeah, and even with how Microsoft is doing, I honestly would probably say even though I'm not going to get an Xbox Series X, I probably would choose that over the Switch 2, literally.
I don't know. Again, Microsoft, they better just get their heads out of there because they are fucking like put this way. If you look at the gaming industry as a whole, most of them are just fucking up every fucking day, making dumb decisions. There's some good studios that still make good decisions, but a majority of them are making dumb decisions, and I'm like, look, it's like, what the fuck is this industry going now? They're like, they're charging way too much for their games, too much for their services, too much for their hardware, and it's like, yeah, stuff. Is any of this shit even worth it anymore?
Yeah, like honestly though, like the Xbox 60 is literally the only Xbox console I'll ever get or own, and I literally only bought one for 2 reasons.
Dynasty Warriors?
Huh?
Was it Dynasty Warriors?
Well, specific reasons. 2 specific reasons. One is to play games that were released on the PS2 and to a lesser extension the Wii, but unfortunately were never released on PlayStation 3 on the Xbox 60 in high definition. Games including Dynasty Warriors 5 Empires, the first 2 Warriors Orochi games, and Cars 1. And 2, to play games on the Xbox 60 that are on the PlayStation 3, but unfortunately don't have trophy support, such as games including Cars Made a National Championship, Dynasty Warriors 6, Call of Duty 4, Modern Warfare, and Kung Fu Panda.
Yeah, but to be honest with you, you shouldn't be playing the game for this trophy. You should just be playing the game just to have fun.
I know, but I like getting trophies and whatnot. Like,
you know what? You are a fool. You are a dang dirty fool. You're not a true gamer.
Have you seen how much trophies I have as of right now?
I don't know. How many do you have?
I literally have a total of 68 currently. 68
what, platinums?
Yeah, 68 platinum trophies I currently have.
Okay, you have more than me. I think I only have like 43.
Yeah.
But how many trophies you have in general?
About like 4,000. 4,400.
I think I have more than you.
Yeah, obviously.
Oh, what is that supposed to mean? Obviously. You trying to assume something? Huh?
No.
I have 28 platinums.
How many does Sonic did Steve have?
Call me Davo.
I don't call you goddamn Davo. I refuse to.
But yeah,
no, I'm joking,
you just meant me.
Honestly,
I know,
but yeah,
I'm joking, Gucci dude.
But yeah, but honestly, like, I'm gonna be real here.
Yeah.
The PS3 is, I'm gonna be real, is honestly my most favorite video game console of all time. If I'm being real with y'all. especially
You know,
with this.
look, if you no, I'm saying if you really want to play the best console, like in the PlayStation era, PS2.
PS2 is actually my third most favorite.
Wish my PS2 still worked.
I need to
It
fix
just, like,
mine.
stopped working.
Wait, what's wrong with your PS2?
Dead.
Both of my PS2s basically don't work anymore.
Like they don't read the disc or anything?
One doesn't want to read the disc, and the older one just basically doesn't want to turn on anymore.
I would say
Mine-
for I'm saying I think the one that doesn't read disc, I think you have to like clean the lens and adjust it, and hopefully that would actually work. But
But
yeah,
yeah,
you saying no? Were you saying Swaggy?
Mine is my PS2 is just like old to the point where it can't read anything. So I might have to just like repair the whole thing or something, or find like a brand new version of like the PS2 Slim I have or something.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, unless you know how to replace the lens,
yeah,
that's probably the problem.
I still have mine to this day, but yeah, but the PS3 is honestly my most favorite video game console. If I'm being real here, especially with its massive exclusive library of games, like Uncharted, Last of Us, Sly Cooper, Ratchet and Clank. Also, there was the Jack and Daxter collection, and even PlayStation All Stars Battle Royale.
Oh God, that game.
Yeah, it
Fucking
just has like a huge ass library of games.
No, listen. If you really want to play a great library of games, like I said, play the PlayStation 2. PlayStation 2 had the best library of games.
Yeah,
that's what games were games back then.
But the later games that came out on the PS2 honestly weren't so good. Like, for example, like with the PlayStation 3, I'm just going to say right now, like, the PlayStation 3 is also the best way to play games that are on, multiple consoles. Like games such as, like, the PlayStation 3 is the best way to play games such as Cars International, Cars Racerama, and Cars 2. If I'm being real here.
No God of War? You didn't put God of War in there?
Oh, yeah, there was also God of War. Yeah, God of War was awesome too. I still have the collection as well as the third game on PS3.
Well, actually, wasn't there like two different collections? You had like...
Yeah, there was also the PSP collection.
That's the one. Yeah, Change of Olympus and Ghost of Sparta. I have pretty much all those.
And then there was another one called God of War Ascension.
That one was alright. I'm not saying it was bad.
Yeah.
But it was alright.
Yeah.
I kind of wish they would bring those God of War games to PlayStation 4/5. Because the only ones we have are there is God of War 3 remastered, God of War... God, what year is it? Like 2016 God of War? I'm not sure. And then, Ragnarok.
The God of War you were talking about, that one was released in 2018.
Oh, 2018. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, because God of War 3 Remastered released in 2015.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the PlayStation 3 is definitely the best way to play games that are on multiple consoles, like Cars International, Racerama, and 2. Especially since, the PS3 version and the Wii version of International are the only versions of Cars International where you have like a total of 5 paint jobs for the new characters in the road races, Goodmund, Otto, Toji, Giovanni, and Emma. Plus, there's also the fact that those two versions are the only versions of Cars International to be developed by Incinerator Studios, and to include Lightning McQueen's paint job from the first Cars film during the Piston Cup races.
I have the disc version of the PC version of Mayor National.
Yeah,
it still works on modern computers.
Wait, I got a question. Do modern computers how should I say? Do they still even make physical games for PC anymore?
Not really.
No, everything's all digital. Okay.
For the last time, the most recent game that I remember having on PC that was like physical is Call of Duty Black Ops 2.
Oh, okay.
Which I don't even have that game downloaded on my PC.
Hey, who's excited? I got a question. Who's excited for Black Ops 6?
Black Ops 7, you mean?
Oh, 7. Yeah, I'm sorry. I keep forgetting that.
Yeah, no.
I haven't played a new Call of Duty game in years. Like the most recent one that I've played was World War II, released back in 2017.
Honestly, the games have not changed. It's still the same crap.
Yeah, honestly,
it's the same. I mean,
and it's literally one of the reasons why Crash Bandicoot and Spyro are pretty much dead now.
yeah, because Microsoft doesn't want to do anything with them.
Yeah, that and Crash Team Rumble pretty much also somewhat killed the franchise as well.
I never even played that, to be honest. Well, I mean, I played wait, was it Crash Team Rumble? You said?
Yeah,
I think that's a remake of the old PS1 one, right?
No.
I think so.
No, because I know
Crash Team Rumble is its own game.
Oh, it's its own game. Okay, I must be thinking about the other Crash game, the racing one.
Oh yeah,
Crash Team Racing. That's it. And, Natural Fuel. Yeah, that's it.
That's a remake of the
PS1 game.
Okay,
a whole different ball game.
Yeah, but I honestly don't know how much longer Crash Team Rumble can even stay around, because I literally traded in my copies of the game on both PS4 and 5 about a month ago to get a Switch 2 Pro controller. Honestly,
and but the extra stuff, was it worth it?
I mean, to be honest, yeah. But
okay,
especially since it's like an online only game, and I have not played it since the very final update came out. But honestly, at this point, I'd say I'd give Crash Team Rumble another year before it starts to get shut down.
Let's see, Timber, you were last on the Switch 2 13 hours ago playing Digimon.
Yep.
You are a terrible person.
And remember how y'all were talking about how PS3 games were broken compared to on 360?
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's a very good example of a video game that's actually that actually plays well on the PlayStation 3, but is literally broken on Xbox 360.
What game is that?
That game being Cars Racerama.
I couldn't really tell because I never played the Cars games.
Yeah, but literally, one of the achievements on the Xbox 360 version of Cars Racerama called Overachiever, literally that one achievement is literally fucking unobtainable. Even if you fully complete the game, that achievement will not unlock on the 360 version. Now,
why is that?
On the PS3 version, you obviously get that trophy and whatnot, Overachiever. You can completely 100% the game on PS3. It's just the 360 that won't allow you to 100% it.
I mean, is it bugged or something?
As pretty much as far as I know, yeah.
Okay, so it's probably a bug, and they just never fixed it to this day.
Nope.
Yeah. Yeah. But I definitely would choose the Xbox 60 over the PS2 version, to be fair. But definitely not over the PS3 version, since again it's buggy as hell. But yeah, is there anything else we want to talk about regarding?
I think we're good for now.
Yeah,
I'd say we finished for today because we've already been going for 2.5 hours and
well,
we are exhausted.
Unless Timber wants to tell us all a bedtime story.
Nah.
Yeah, no.
No, joking.
I'm good.
Also, by the way, I think the Minecraft mashup pack for the Little Big Planet one, I think it's still up as well.
That's still I got that one.
Me too.
That's fun exploring that.
Actually,
Going back
did you guys see that they're bringing Dragon Ball Z to the Minecraft now?
Oh yeah,
Uh,
yeah, they are.
No,
I guess
and the thing is, no, because if you go into your own custom character creation, you actually can redeem like free Super Saiyan here.
Yeah, free
Yeah,
Super
that's like
Saiyan here.
God. Well, that's probably gonna be. I probably would get it.
Yeah, I already got it.
Destroy. What the Dragon Ball? No, what the Dragon Ball Z DLC is out already for, or just the hair?
No, I was talking about the hair.
Yeah, the hair I got. Yes,
Already
that I
there.
have. But I'm like wondering, like is it just gonna be outfits, or is it gonna be like the Sonic add-on? One where you could actually apply it to your old world and stuff.
I imagine it's probably either gonna be like an add-on or its own little world.
But yeah,
thing.
I think we'll just end the episode right here since we've been at for like 2.5 hours.
An episode. This was an episode. What episode are we on?
Yeah, it's episode 8.
You mean this episode's 1 through 7?
Yeah.
There's a whole podcast if you want to binge watch
Oh man!
Yeah.
But I need to know if Peacemaker begs it back to his world.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
that's wrong. No, it's
yeah,
joking.
let's just end things right here. Yeah.
All right.
it. Mhm.
So
All right,
when do we receive our paychecks?
Once I get my next check, because unfortunately I'm in a bit of financial trouble right now because I got cut off from like getting my checks from like SSI and whatnot and shit.
Well,
Yeah,
listen, Timmer, you promised me 3 beans and a spider monkey.
Okay.
Also, there's a Steam sale going on right now. So.
But anyways, yeah.
All right.
Alrighty,
Well,
y'all. So
this was fun.
yeah, it was. But yeah, anyways, alrighty, y'all. So I'm going to end the stream right there. And if y'all enjoyed, please like and subscribe. It really helps a lot. And for new gaming videos every day. And thank you, Psi, for being a special guest in today's episode.
I'm dying. No joking.
But yeah, anyways, guys, I love you guys. Thank y'all for watching. And as always, I will see you guys in the next video. Y'all gonna say bye-bye to?
See.
I love everybody except for you, Timber. No, I was joking. I love you, Timber.
Have
Y'all
a have a
bye
good
too.
day.
Yeah.
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 Good one.
Yeah. As always.
All right.
Next one.
But yeah. Anyways, as always, I will see you guys in the next video.
Tune in next
Bye-bye.
time on Timber Ball Z. Ah.